Alright, how's everyone doing? It's Greg. I wanted to do a quick video and tell you what I'm doing as far as example sites. Now, most people who do coaching programs may have one example site or they may have none. They'll just explain a method and they won't even use an example. Mike, David, and I think it's really important to use examples, so I'm going to have about 10 of them for you guys. I'm going to do like 10 sites as examples. Now, I'm going to do a little mix of different stuff, so let me kind of go into that and explain what we're going to do. Now, when we first started this coaching program, I started a few model home sites or example sites where I was going to rank them and then tell you what I did for them. Well, we got into the course and we decided that it would be a lot more beneficial to you guys if we could create some sites right in front of you and video every step of the way. And that's what these three are going to be. So for these three sites, you're going to see every single step of the way. There's going to be a video for every step. So for example, for this site, June 8th, domain bought instead of posting. I have a video for this already. June 14th, installed WordPress, have a video for that. June 18th, made first post, I have a video for that. So I'm not very far into these sites yet, but as I go along, I'm going to video every step of the way so you can see what I do for each step, how I implement stuff, what settings I choose, how I backlink. You're going to get to see everything for these three sites. So that's going to be really beneficial to you guys. And then of course certain situations can come up where maybe you guys wouldn't know what to do. Anytime a situation comes up where maybe I don't know, maybe a site drops in rankings or whatever, you get to see exactly what I do and how I approach a situation. So that's going to be really beneficial to you guys. I also have these two domains, which originally I used for the domain video and the hosting video, where I showed you how to create a domain, how to connect it to your hosting, how to set up your IP, and then of course how to install WordPress and all that. And that's all I was going to use these domains for originally. I decided that why let them sit there, so I ordered content for them, and I'm going to play around with some stuff with these domains. So I'm going to mess around with ranking these two sites, and then I'm going to report back to you guys and tell you what I did for them. And then of course if any kind of situations come up for these sites, I'll shoot a video on it. Maybe my site shoots right to #1 after I did something. I'll make a video right away for it and tell you what I did. And then we'll keep an eye on it, see if it stays there or whatnot. So that's what I'll do for those. You won't be seeing a video every step of the way, but if something interesting happens, I'll make a video on it. And then of course at the end I'll make a video telling you what I did, and you'll get to see where they're ranking currently. And then of course my original few example sites I did, which I was going to rank and then show you guys before we decide to do the step-by-step videos. I'm going to rank those off camera and then tell you what I did for them as well. And same thing for these. If something comes up with them where a situation happens, I'll make a video on it and explain what happened and what I'm going to do and all that stuff. A perfect example is the site Reno Wedding Photographers, which you guys will get to know because I use it as an example. I tested using a linking method that I don't usually use in the beginning. Well, I use it at the beginning on this site, and it worked well. It ranked at the top of the search engines. It actually got up to #1, but now it looks like it has a penalty because it was too many links too quickly. So again, that was a test there, and you guys will get to see stuff like that where I'll show you it going to #1 after the method. Then it looks like it may have gotten a penalty, so I also did a video on that. I said, look, it looks like this got a penalty. It was too much too soon. It's just a test, and that's why it's important to follow the linking structure that we lay out for you guys. So you have all different kinds of stuff like that where you get to see different methods implemented. You would see how I usually implement stuff, and we'll do a mix of stuff. So all kinds of different situations are going to come up that are going to be really beneficial to you guys. I mean, with nearly 10 example sites, you guys are getting a ton of benefit out of this. So I just wanted to go over really quickly what each of the example sites are going to be and how I'm going to approach them. But the main three are going to be these right here, where you'll get to see every step of the way, and I think those three will be the most beneficial for you guys, as you get to see every single step of the way in a video. I'll show you every step I do and what I do. Alright? But again, I just wanted to cover all this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, so this is over-the-shoulder video 1 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. In this video, I'm going to be adding the first page of content. Again, it is June 20th, 2012, and it's 6 days after I installed WordPress. Alright, so let's get right to it. Alright, so here's my articles. Again, I don't have the 3 articles that I usually order for links. because my content writer is a little behind, so I told him just to send me the main articles first, and he'll be sending the articles for links at another date, a couple days down the road. So here's my main article I'm going to be using for my post. I got my image at office.microsoft.com /n-us /images. I did just search for real estate, and I'm just going to use this image here. Alright, so let's go to post, add new. Let's type in my title here, just my main keyword. Go ahead and paste in my article. I'll have to do a little formatting here, it looks like. So let me bold this. Again, I haven't been able to get this thing to work yet. I haven't looked at it much yet, but I've been having to type in this code here. Oops. Alright, so that will center it. I'll put in my image here. Again, let me pause this while I get the image so I don't come across any files. Alright, so I put my alternate text as my keyword, my description as my keyword. I leave the caption blank, full size, and I center it, insert into post. I'll end up putting it to the left again probably because it shows up weird with this template. Alright, so let's bold this. We'll bold this. Looks like this is a little off, so I'll put it up here. Bold that. I'm gonna get some spaces in between here, it just looks weird to me. I'm gonna bold my numbers here and italicize them. I probably could underline them too, but that's good enough. And then I'm going to italicize these. Just so it kind of separates it from the rest of the article. Kind of looks nice and neat. The stuff that's numbered has italics test to kind of separate it. So this time I'm going to link to my main keyword a little further down, around the middle of the article. So I'll send this right here back to my main URL. I'll go here and I'll copy it, make sure it's the right URL. Alright, so I got my link in there, it's all formatted. And let's go enter this information. I'll pause it, enter this in, and then I'll go over it with you. Alright, so for my title, I got Seattle Real Estate Agents and a dash, find your dream home today. For our description, our Seattle Real Estate Agents can help you find that perfect home for you or your family at the lowest possible price. We will help make your dream become a reality. Forgot my period. Then for my keywords, I got Seattle Real Estate Agents in Seattle. That's one LSI version keyword there. Then I got Seattle Real Estate, which gets a little more broad. Then I got Real Estate, which gets even more broad. And then Home, which gets the most broad. I'll copy these, throw them in my tag section, add it, and I'm all done here. I'm going to post it, see what it looks like. It's probably going to be deformed again like the other sites were. So I'll probably have to line the picture to the left. Let's go ahead and look at it here. Yeah, again, it's deformed there. So I'm just going to click on this and align left and update. And that should fix it there. Alright, there we go. Looks nice and neat, nice and long. And there's our first page of content. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright, so this is the second video for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, the second over-the-shoulder video. In this video, I will be adding the first page of content. I already added my first post. This will be my first page, and it'll be my second piece of content. So I got all my pieces of content here. I'm going to use this one. How much do real estate agents charge? I got that right here. I'll go ahead and copy this. I'm going to go to Pages. I'm going to add new. Go ahead and paste this in. Make sure it loads all the way first. Alright, paste it in. Copy my total. And to copy, I just highlight it, Control C for copy, Control V for paste. And now I'll put in my page. And I'll go ahead and bold this. I'll put on my HTML, and for that I just do center, H1, and I'll end those tags, H1, center. And that will center it and put it in an H1 tag. And here I'll add my image. I go to Google, type in free images. I go to this Microsoft and get a free image. This one is on real estate. So I'm going to copy this here. I'm going to save it. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to right click, save as, then I'll add it to my post. But let me pause this while I do that so I don't reveal files I don't want to reveal. Alright, so I saved that file. I'm going to add it right here. Click here. Select file. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose my file. Again, I'm going to pause it so I don't reveal any files I don't want to reveal, and I'll be right back. Alright, so here's the folder it's in. Realize it's the name of my main keyword, so I'm going to choose that. And then I am going to put my main keyword in for the alternate text. Control A to highlight, Control C to copy. And then I'm going to copy that in the description, or paste it in the description. I'm going to put it to the left, and then insert into post. Alright, now I'm going to format, make sure it looks all pretty. It's bold. We'll bold. Bold this. Bold that, bold this. That makes it look nice and pretty. Now I will go here and copy this because I'm going to link back to that. I want to make sure I have the right link. Let me pause this and find the one I want to link to. I just don't want to spend 30 seconds trying to find this keyword, so let me pause it. I'll find it and unpause it. Actually, let me show you what I'm going to do. I want to link to my main URL with the name Real Estate Agents. So I'm going to go to Firefox. I'm going to go to Find. I'm going to type in Real Estate Agents. I don't want to use that because that's my header. And here it is right here. So I'm going to link to this back to my main URL. Alright? And again, that's not my main anchor text I'm trying to rank for because Seattle's not in there, but it helps generalize my site, helps tell Google it's about real estate agents, and it also diversifies my anchor text. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. Then I'm also going to put a link to my post for this in this site. So I'm going to click on my post, copy this, and then I'll link to it with something, maybe I'll link to it with just real estate. I'll do good real estate agent. Put in my post URL, good real estate agent, add link, And those are my two links. Remember, I only have my main URL, my post, and this page, and I don't want to link to the same page because it doesn't really do anything. So I link to my main URL and my post URL, which is the only other two URLs I have. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out this information here, and I will be right back. Alright, so I got this all filled out. For my title, I just put in how much do real estate agents charge, don't get ripped off. For my description, here at SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, we help you understand how much real estate agents charge and about what you can expect to pay for a fair fee. Then for my keywords, I did real estate agents cost, how much are real estate agents. Then I did my main keyword for the site, Seattle Real Estate Agents, and then real estate agents, and then real estate, then home, then family. Alright. And for my keywords for this page, what I did was I put two keywords related to the content of this page, and then I put my main keyword for the site, and then I started getting more general with the topic of my site, which is real estate agents, real estate agents, real estate, home, family, and of course these being the most general here. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and publish. And it's all published, so I'm going to make sure it looks alright. Let's reload this, so it'll come up here. Let's click on that. It's my page, and it looks like it looks good. I got my two links here, Good Real Estate Agent going to my post URL, and then this going to my home page. Alright, and that's it for this video. Actually, I'm going to show you this later. I forgot to do this for the other two sites, but what I'm going to do is close up this, go to my folder, and then drag this to my submitted, so I know that's accidentally put it in my spins. And then paste this in here. Alright, so that's now in my submitted. Let me actually see something. I forgot to put my post in there, so I'm going to drag that in. That was the one I added for my post. But that's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Alright everyone, this is the third over-the-shoulder video for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, and I'm going to be adding the third piece of content on this video, which will be the second page of content. Today is June 26th, and it's 2 days after I made my first page. Of course, I made my post on June 20th, then my first page June 24th. Now 2 days later, I am making my second page. So I'll go ahead and save that. And then here are my articles. I'm going to use this one right here. So I'll bring that up, I'll copy it. I'll go to Pages, Add New. I'll post this in here, or paste it in there. I'll copy my title and put it in my title section. That way it names my page for me. And I'll start formatting. Do our center and our H1. Then we end our center and our H1. Alright, so we're going to add in our picture. I already searched for my picture. I'm using this one here. I saved it already. So I'm going to go to Insert. I'm going to pause to avoid exposing any sensitive files, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm in the folder. These were my first two. Recognize I named them the name of my main keyword. For this one, I'm switching it up and choosing a LSI version of my keyword for the file name, and that's Real Estate Agents in Seattle instead of Seattle Real Estate Agents. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that. I'm going to make that the name of my alternate text and description. I'm going to copy it and paste in my description. I'm going to put it to the left, full size, insert it. Now I'm going to go ahead through here and format. And remember, this just helps us, helps the reader read this much easier. When it's all one group of the same text, it's very hard to read sometimes. And it also helps with the search engines. They like to formatted articles. Notice it's 1019 as far as words, so about 1,000 words, which is where I like to be. And then I'm going to start my linking. For this one, I'm going to link to a page and a post. I'm not going to link to my main URL in this one. Just switch it up a little bit. So let's see if I can find something on price or cost. Notice I changed they to real estate agents, so I can get real estate agents in as part of my keyword. And I'll just paste in that page for it. Alright, then my second, actually you know what, I'm just going to do one link in here. I'm just going to link to that page, that's it. One link. Switch it up a little bit. So now I'm going to fill out my all-in-one SEO information down bottom. Let me pause it, I'll fill it out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got this all filled out. My title is the same as above. Are real estate agents worth the money? My description: when selling or buying a house, people often wonder if real estate agents are really worth the money. We help people decide if the cost of an agent is worth it to them or not. For my keywords, I got the main keyword that this page is about: are real estate agents worth the money? Then I got an LSI version of my keyword, because I use my main keyword in most of the pages, so I'm just switching it up and using an LSI version here. Then I get more general: real estate agents, real estate, houses, home, and business. So I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And then I'm going to reload and check it out. And everything looks good. It's formatted nicely. We got our one link in there. And that's it. Next video for this site will most likely be on backlinking. I'll start backlinking soon. So expect a backlinking video next, most likely. And also I'm going to close up my article here. I go to my folder here, and I'm going to drag it to submitted, so I know I used it. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I will see you in the next one. Alright, this is over-the-shoulder video number 4 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. As you can see, there's a WordPress update available, so I'm going to go ahead and update. Hit the Please Update Now button, and update now. As I mentioned before, anytime there's an update available, I recommend doing that because it updates the security of your site. It helps you have more security for your site. Usually their updates are security related, so people can't get into your site as easily. Alright, so the purpose of this video is because I forgot something with the on-page stuff, something very small, but something that can also help us rank our sites. So I want to cover that and show you guys what I missed. A little detail, but something that can make a difference. So let's go into our post first. Click on my post here. Now what we're going to be doing is adding links to our images, and the links are being going back to our main URL. You can also send them to other pages of your site, but I recommend sending them to the main URL. If you go to this site here, if you click on the image like it is now, it'll just bring you to a page with the image on it, and that's not doing anything for us, especially for our SEO. So we're going to click on the image, we're going to hit the link button. I'm going to copy my URL here to make sure it's the right URL, paste it in, delete the backslash, and I'm going to type in my main keyword. Alright, I'm going to update. I'm going to make sure my image alt text is in there, so I'm going to do edit image, and my image alt text is in there, it's my keyword. So I'll close that, don't need to update it, my image alt text because it was already in there, and I'll update my page. Now when I go to my site and I go to my post, even though this is the same look of my main site, my home page, it's actually the URL of my post, as you can see up here. It's my post URL. When I click on this, it'll bring me back to the home page. As you can see up here, I'm now back at the home page. Alright, so that gives me a link back to my main URL in an image, and that helps give us some variation. We now have links from images. Alright, of course our image alt tag, which helps describe what the link is about, is on our keyword. So now let's go into our pages. We'll click the first page. We'll click on the image. We'll do the link button. Type in our main URL. And again, I'm going to do my exact keyword again. For the next one, I'll do a variation of my exact keyword. I'll do an LSI version of my keyword. Alright, again, my image alt text already in there, so I don't need to change anything. I'll update. Alright, so now when you go to this page and you click on the image, it brings you back to your main URL. And again, remember I talked about this before, even though it's on the same website, it still counts as a link because it's from a different URL. And that's how the search engines count them. So let's go to our last page. When I say count them, I'm talking about counting links. They count them by URL, not by website. So when you interlink pages of your website, you're still getting credit for that link. Alright, so let's click on our last page here. Click on this picture. Do the link button. Type in our main URL again. Remember, I could put a different page of my site in here, but I usually do my images to my main URL. And this time I'm going to do a variation of my main keyword, and that's real estate agents in Seattle, which is an LSI version of my keyword. I'm going to go to my image alt text, make sure it's in there. See, it's the wrong image alt text because I'm doing the LSI version this time, so I'm going to update it. And now update the page, and I'll make sure it's set up correctly. Click on this, it should bring me back to my main URL, and it does. Alright, so that is the end of this video. I just wanted to bring this small on-page tweak to you because it can make a difference in your rankings. In the next video, I'll most likely be covering backlinking. We'll be getting into the good stuff, so I'll see you in the next video. Alright everyone, this is over-the-shoulder video number 5 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. And remember, this is the site where we will be doing just Web 2.0 submissions. And what I mean by that is we create Web 2.0 submissions, or we have someone do it for us. Each of those Web 2.0 properties have unique content on them, linking to our site, and the only links we send from there go to the Web 2.0 properties. So the only links being sent directly to our site are Web 2.0 stuff. The links we build with UAW and SYA will not be going directly to our site. They'll be going to the Web 2.0 properties. Remember, for Baton Rouge Architects, we did a mix of that with the normal going to this. So we had a mix of our UAW and SYA campaigns going directly to our site and also to our Web 2.0 properties. And then for Colorado Springs Veterinarians, we had our UAW and SYA go just directly to our sites. Okay. So for this one, again, we're doing just Web 2.0 stuff, where our UAW and SYA campaigns go just to our Web 2.0 properties, and none of them go directly to our site. And we have 3 different variations here. Alright, so today is July 3rd. It's been about 3 weeks since I installed WordPress, and I'm now doing my backlinking. Usually I start backlinking a little earlier than 3 weeks after I install WordPress, but like I've mentioned before, waiting a little longer is totally fine. Waiting a lot longer is actually totally fine, but it's just going to take you longer to rank. When I lay out my schedule, make sure you just don't go shorter than what I recommend. For example, if I recommend to wait 2 weeks before backlinking, don't only wait a week, because when you start going shorter than what I recommend, that's when you're going to run into problems. If you're waiting longer than I recommend, that's okay. It's just going to take you longer to rank, but it's not going to have any negative effects as far as your rankings dropping or getting penalized or anything like that. So waiting longer is okay, it just takes longer to rank, obviously. So it's been 3 weeks since I installed WordPress, and now I'm starting with my backlinking. It's July 3rd, and I'll be going into the Submit Your Article submission. Before I do, here are my Web 2.0 properties here. I had someone do this. There's 10 of them there. Alright. I'm going to shoot another video showing you guys how I submit this to a worker to tell them what to do. I basically just give them the URLs, tell them which URL I want, which anchor text for, and the percent I want, and again, I'll shoot a video showing you how I submit that work to them and what I tell them. But these are basically Web 2.0 properties. I'll copy a random one and show you what it looks like. Alright, you'll see it's an article, just like we do with our sites. Article, all unique content, a link here going to our main site. Alright, for the first 10 Web 2.0 properties, I had only one link, and it was going to my main URL. For the first 6, I used the main keyword, Seattle Real Estate Agents. For the next 2, I used a variation, Best Seattle Real Estate Agents. The next 1, I used another variation, Real Estate Agents in Seattle. And the last one out of these 10, I used a URL. That's actually supposed to go onto my main URL and not my post, so they messed up on that, but that's okay. And then for the last 10, I had them do 2 links in each. So the first 10, would have a link to my main URL, and a link to either any of my pages or my post. Okay. So I have 2 pages and 1 post at this point. So all 3 of them will be getting 3 links or 3 Web 2.0 properties each, but one of them will get 4 because there's 10 of them. But again, don't worry about getting confused about how this is set up, because I'm going to shoot a video specifically on how to set up Web 2.0 properties, whether you want to do it yourself or if you want to hire someone, and I'll kind of go into how to figure that out and how to submit orders to people if that's what you want to do. If you want to submit them yourself, it's as simple as signing up for the site. For example, this site here, hpage.com, if we went there. I've never even been to this site myself, but I can tell you how it works. You would just go to register, alright? You would fill out your information, you would confirm it, you sign in, you just enter in an article like we do in WordPress. The interface will be a little different, but it's the same concept. You enter in your article, you highlight whatever text you want to put links in, you enter in your links, and you hit post. And that's how pretty much all these Web 2.0 properties work, or these Web 2.0 sites. It's same thing like how we make our WordPress sites. It's just a different interface, but same exact idea. You just go sign up, enter in the information, add your links, and post it. So it's pretty straightforward, but I'll do a couple examples when I shoot the Web 2.0 video. And again, if you're confused on how I order stuff from my people who do Web 2.0s, don't worry about that. And I'll cover that in a specific video on that. And I'll also give you some resources, some of my outsources that you can use to order Web 2.0 stuff from if that's what you want to do. Okay? So with that said, let's go into this submission here. So here's the title. As I mentioned before, this lady is really good at SYA submissions. She charges me $30 a piece. I'm going to try to get you guys the same price if you want to use her. She does nested spinning in her titles, which I recommended against, but she's really good at this, so it works out good for her, and my other submissions have gotten accepted from it, so she's fine with using it. It works out good for her. When I talk about nested spinnings, this is what I mean. Just a reminder. I know I covered this in a couple other videos, but I just want to remind you. This is how I would normally do it for the titles for SYA, and I would just keep going for like 50, 60, 70 titles, and I would just do them like that. How she does this, she spins nested spins like this. Alright, so that's a spin within a spin. And she's good at that, so she has no problem doing it. But I do them without nested spins, and just do like 50 to 75 titles, something like that. But she does like 5, 6 nested spins, and that gives you hundreds of unique titles out of that. So you can do it this way, the way she did it, and if it doesn't work, just, it'll tell you it's not accepted, just go back and edit and do it the way I did it. Or you can just do it the way I showed you. Either way, it's not a big deal. But as you can see, there's a good amount of titles there. Alright, I hired someone to do this article for me and spin it. We'll see what the uniqueness is. It's at 110% spun, so that's pretty good. And again, the person who did this for me, I'll give you resources. If you want to do these yourself, totally fine. If you want to write the article and spin it, totally fine. If you want to write the article and have someone else spin it, totally fine. Just make sure it's a unique article and it's well spun. That's all that matters. Whether you do it yourself or you hire someone else, it's totally up to you. It's not. I don't want anyone making a big deal about whether you're hiring someone or doing it yourself, because as long as it's a unique article that's spun well, that's what matters. And again, I'll cover how to order this stuff from people in an outsourcing video. Okay. So let's get to the important part, my resource boxes. Now remember, this is the one where we're only doing Web 2.0 sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create 5 resource boxes for SYA and 5 resource boxes for my UAW submission. My 5 resource boxes for SYA will have my first 10 Web 2.0 properties, and then my 5 resource boxes for Unique Article Wizard will have my last 10 Web 2.0 properties, because I ordered 20 total, and each resource box gets 2 links. So 10 resource boxes total, 5 for each service. That gives us 20 links. Okay. As you can see here, I mix them up, like first 3 SYA, next 3 UAW, because I don't want all of my SYA submissions to have the ones that have only 1 link with my main keyword. I want to mix them up. I want to have like 3 with SYA that have just 1 link, then 3 with UAW that have just 1 link. That just mixes it up. I mean, that's not super important, but that's just the way I do it. That's the way I did it, okay? Just to mix it up. Because I don't want to have the same service going to the Web 2.0, to the exact same Web 2.0 properties, or to the similar setup of Web 2.0 properties. So I just mixed it up like that. Sorry, this thing's messing with me here. There we go. Alright, so let's go to this resource box. Alright, so I have my first resource box right here. And this is my plain text resource box, remember. Here's my first Web 2.0 property, and here's my second one. Alright, you'll see I just copied them right out of here. That's this one here and this one here. Alright, my next one, Web 2.0 property 3, and Web 2.0 property number 4. And that will be these right here. That'll be this one, and my next one for SYA right here. Alright. Then resource box number 3, Web 2.0 property number 5, and then Web 2.0 property number 6. Web 2.0 property number 7 and 8 in resource box number 4, and number 9 and number 10 in resource box number 5. Now we're going to do the same thing for the HTML resource box, but we are going to actually add links in here instead of the URL. Alright, now let me delete this because it already had the links in there, and I have them copied up here. So I'm just copying that and pasting them in. Alright. Now with this I did the HTML code. Normally we would highlight whatever we wanted and just put it and click this and type in the link, as you guys have seen me do before. I just did the HTML here to make it easier. Alright, so you guys could see it easier. So first link, again, is going to my first one, the foot one, which is right here, photo one, photo pages. And then second one is going to my second Web 2.0 property. Again, remember, normally what I would do is copy this, hit my link button, and then paste this URL in the box. I'm just doing it with the HTML, and you can do it this way with the HTML like I have it, and it will come out with the links. So you can either highlight the text you want and enter in the URL and hit OK, or you can put in the actual HTML code like this. And I'm just using the HTML code because it's easier for you guys to see. Alright, so my first Web 2.0 properties there, my first 2. Resource box 2, there's number 3, and there's number 4. And again, I'm just using keywords like related to Seattle real estate agents. As long as it's on topic with Seattle real estate agents, or even like real estate type stuff, it can be more general type real estate stuff. Just switch it up. For some of your Web 2.0 properties have stuff on Seattle real estate agents. For some of them have just stuff on regular general real estate stuff. Just switch it all up when you do your anchor text for these. Alright, so that was number 3 and 4 in here. 5 and 6 in here. 6 and 7 in here. Or 7 and 8 in there. And then 8 and 9 in here. And again, I just copied these right from here. These are the Web 2.0 properties that someone had made for me. Now if I click out of this box, it will link to them for me. It should. Not sure why it's not. Let me, I'll come back to that. Sure I have it set up right. Yeah, I do. I don't know why it's not doing it this time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is just add them in like I normally do then. So I'll copy this URL, take out my HTML code, and then highlight it like we normally would. And paste in my Web 2.0 property. Hit OK, and that enters in my link. Let me see if that helps. No, it didn't. I don't know why it's not working this time. Let me pause this, guys. I'll be right back. Now, what I'm going to do is try to save and preview, and maybe it'll automatically do my box for me. So let's see if that works. There we go. It worked. I don't know why it wasn't changing it for me. So let's go back and edit. Maybe I'll have it the way I want it now. There we go. That's weird. I wasn't doing it. But that's really weird. Anyways, all I did was went down, just did save and preview, then it applied the HTML code for me. So I don't know what. Usually when you click out of the box, the HTML code will be applied like you see now, but it wasn't doing that for me for some reason. But anyways, Web 2.0 property number 1 is right here. Alright. It's just, now it's like we did before. If I click this, as you can see, Web 2.0 property number 1, Web 2.0 property number 2 is right here. Alright, and again, if I hit this, you'll see it in there. Alright, and same thing on here. There's Web 2.0 property number 3 and number 4. Now here's resource box number 3, Web 2.0 property number 5 and number 6. Right there. And right there. And here's resource box number 4, Web 2.0 property number 7 and number 8. And resource box number 5 and Web 2.0 property number 9 and number 10. Alright, so all I did was I put 2 different Web 2.0 properties in each resource box and 5 total resource boxes, so that's 10 total Web 2.0 properties. Remember, I had 20 of them made, so each of them gets 2. Alright, let me pause this real quick, guys. My mom's calling from Alaska, so 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. My mom's in Alaska on a cruise, and she can only call me when she gets to land, which is once in like a week, so I had to stop and answer her real quick. But anyways, back to this. We have 5 resource boxes for SYA, two links in each, alright? So 2 different Web 2.0 properties in each, 10 total different Web 2.0 properties, and then UAW will do the same thing, so that will cover links for all 20 Web 2.0 properties, okay? Now, the reason we use Web 2.0 properties is because the page ranks of the main sites have page rank. Now, each page, their page rank's only a 4, but if we go to somewhere like Tumblr, I think they have like a page rank 8 or something, yeah. See, Tumblr has a page rank 8, and even though when you create a Web 2.0 property, your Web 2.0 property is not page rank 8. The juice from the main domain still gets passed down a little bit, so that's why Web 2.0 properties can be really strong. And then once you start sending links to them, it just builds them up even more. So that's the point of us sending these UAW and SYA links to our Web 2.0 stuff. And then if we ever run into a penalty for any reason, only the Web 2.0 property will get penalized, most likely, and our site won't be affected, other than losing that link from the Web 2.0 property. So that's the whole point of doing this Web 2.0 thing and testing around with it with an over-the-shoulder site. But I just want to show you why we use Web 2.0 sites, and that's because most of these have high page rank, and that gets passed on down a little bit to our Web 2.0 properties. Alright, so again, we have plain text, same thing down here, same thing in the plain text in HTML, but right here we use our URLs, and right here we use our actual links. Okay. And remember, for your anchor text, just use something that has to do with real estate. For some of them, use like real estate listings. Some of them use Seattle real estate agents. Some of them use real estate realtors. Some of them use real estate prices. Just switch it up. And just the more you switch it up, the better. Use different anchor texts and just switch everything up. Alright, so our short description, I only have one of them again. And it's totally fine to have one when it's spun like this. It's spun very well, so I'm fine with that. But if it's not spun this well, try to do like 3 to 5 of them. Alright, then let's go to our keywords. I got my main keywords, Seattle real estate agents. Then some LSI versions, real estate agents in Seattle, Seattle, Washington real estate agents, Washington real estate agents, find Seattle real estate agents, seek Seattle real estate agents. And I start getting more general. Actually, I meant to put real estate agents in here. Real estate agents, and then even more general, real estate, and then most general, business, and home I can do too. Alright. And then the category, we probably actually do home and family. I could do business or home and family. I'll go with home and family. Alright, so my submission's done here. Again, we got our titles, uses nested spins. You can do that however you'd like. We have our article in here, well spun, well written. Our 5 plain text resource boxes. Remember, you don't include links here, you just include the URLs. And then our 5 HTML resource boxes. Here we actually include links. We have 5 of them, 10 total Web 2.0 properties. The same 10 Web 2.0s that we used up in our plain text, except here we're just adding links for them instead of the URLs for them. And then our short description, we have 1 of them, well spun, and then our keywords. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save and preview. It's 90% unique. That's very good. They recommend at least 30. So I'd go ahead and read this over, make sure it all sounded good. If there was anything that didn't sound good, I would go back and change it. Here's one of my example resource boxes. So for the plain text they're using, or I'm sorry, never mind. Here's our plain text resource box, and here's our HTML resource box. Remember, they're all going to Web 2.0 properties. Because for this particular site, we're just doing our links to our Web 2.0 properties. So everything looks good. I'm going to submit for distribution. I am going to choose. Now, considering these are Web 2.0 sites, I can actually do 30 days here. Alright? Because we're not sending these directly to our site, so we can choose the 30-day option instead of 60. Now you can still choose 60 if you want to play it safe, like really safe, but 30 days should be fine because they're going to our Web 2.0 properties. They're not going to our main site. So I'm going to go ahead and choose 30 here. And I permit and submit for distribution. And as you can see, it accepted it, or it's successfully been submitted for distribution. It'll be pending for a couple days, and it'll let me know if it's accepted or not. If it's not accepted, it'll tell me what to change. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead here and actually change this to 30-day option, because I choose 30. Alright, so this submission is done. As always, if you guys have questions, you can always email me or answer them or ask them in the Q&A. And the next video for this site will be the UAW submission, where we'll be doing the other 10 Web 2.0 properties that I got done. Alright, so I'll see you guys in that next video. Alright everyone, this is Over the Shoulder video number 6 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Remember, this is a site where we're only doing our UAW and SYA links to the Web 2.0 sites. We're not sending our UAW and SYA directly to our site with this particular Over the Shoulder site. Alright, so today is July 3rd. I already did submit your article today. I did it earlier today in my previous video, and again today I'm going to be doing unique article wizard submission for this site. Alright, so with that said, let's get right into the submission. To get here, I went to submit your article and clicked one step wizard, and it brings you to this page. I went to create new, named this SREA submission 1, SREA of course being Seattle Real Estate Agents. I'm using an existing author, just a random author, and I also pasted about 200 authors in here. Anytime you do a submission, I recommend just pasting in 200 random author names. You can either create them or find them online. It doesn't matter. Alright, so here is my article boxes. We got 3 article boxes. I put the same information in each one because this is a very well spun article that I hired someone to do. As I mentioned before, if you guys want if you want someone else to do them for you, you'll have my resources where you can order them from the people I order them from, or you can go out and find someone to do it on your own. You can find your own person to do them for you on Freelancer or whatever, or you can do them yourself, or you can just write the article yourself and spin it yourself. Totally up to you. But if we copy this and we put it into Magic Article Rewriter, we will see that it has 200% spin, and that's very, very good. Very high quality spinner here I'm using. Remember, we have the title in the first line, and then a double enter, and then we start our article. Okay? So same thing that's in this box is in the next 2 boxes. Alright? Same thing. And remember, again, you start with your title, a well-spun version of a title, and then you go on with your article here. Okay? And again, same things in this box and same things in this box. It's such a good article that spun so well that it's fine to use one article for a submission. That's pretty much what I always do. Now I got 5 extra titles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Each of them are pretty well spun, so just 5 of them is okay, because this gives me about 200 unique titles here when it's all said and done, everything's spun. So that's plenty of titles right there. I shouldn't say plenty, but it's enough. I could probably create like 3 or 4 more, but this will do right here. Alright, now we get into the important part, our resource boxes. If you guys remember, for the SYA submission, I did Web 2.0 properties 1 through 10. Alright? For my UAW now, I'll be doing Web 2.0 properties 11 to 20. Remember, when I hired this person to do these Web 2.0 properties, I had them do 20 of them. So I did the first 10 in my SYA submission, and I'm doing the next 10 in this UAW submission. Okay? So the ones with SYA are the ones I already went to. The ones with UAW are the ones I'll be linking to this time. Alright? And one of them was deleted, so one of my resource boxes will only have 1 Web 2.0 site. The rest of them will have 2, because one of them was deleted, so I'm not going to link to that. I'm not going to waste linking to a deleted site. Alright? So here's my first one. Alright, remember, we have to use HTML code in the UAW submissions. And that again is the less than sign, A, space, href equals, quotation mark, your website name, end quotation mark, and the greater than sign. And then your anchor text right here, and then you end the link with this code right here, less than sign, backslash A, greater than sign. Okay? So that's how you create links with UAW. So my first one is going to Web 2.0 property number 11, which is right here, and this is the anchor text for it. Right here. Alright, so there's 2 different anchor texts to it. It'll either be Seattle Real Estate Market, or I'm sorry, there's 3. It'll be Seattle Real Estate Market, Seattle Real Estate Industry, or Seattle Real Estate Business. Alright, so my second Web 2.0 property number 12 is right here. Alright, and the anchor text for that is right here. And this gives me a bunch of different anchor text. I think there's like 8 different combination of anchor text right there. So, alright, so that's my first resource box. It has Web 2.0, 11, and 12. Now here's my second resource box. Here's Web 2.0 number 13. And the anchor text for that is right here. And I end the code there. Now here's Web 2.0 property number 14. Oops. And the anchor text for that is right here. Alright, here's Web 2.0 property number 15 and resource box number 3. And that's the anchor text for that. And then here's number 16. And that's the anchor text for that. Alright, so resource box number 4. We have 17 and 18. Of course, with the respected anchor text in between the code. And then the last resource box, remember one of mine was deleted, so this one only has 1. So this is Web 2.0 property number 19. There's no number 20 because one of them was deleted. Okay? So that's how I do my resource boxes. Each of them has 2. The last one has 1. We have 20 total Web 2.0 submissions. One of them got deleted, so we have 19. 10 of them were covered in 5 resource boxes in the SYA submission, and the remaining 9 were covered in these 5 resource boxes. Okay, each gets 2, except for this one, which got 1 because 1 got deleted. And for the anchor text, you always make it something similar to Seattle real estate agents or general real estate. Okay. Alright, substitution keywords, we skip this. Categories and tags, we always start with our main keyword, Seattle real estate agents. And then we get into LSI versions, real estate agents in Seattle, Seattle realtors, real estate agents, real estate, even more general, then most general, home, and business. For my categories, real estate was number 1, of course. Home and family I choose as number 2, and business and finance as number 3. I choose no and no. I leave this alone because it chooses the next day automatically for you. And I'm setting this to 6. And the reason I'm setting this to 6 and not what I usually do, which is like 2, 3, 4, is because they're going to Web 2.0 properties, so we have some more leeway there, so 6 is fine. And it's been 3 weeks since we installed WordPress, so we can bump it up for that reason too. I could really do like 8 if I wanted to. I never go above 10 no matter what here, but I'm just going to do 6. That's a nice, good number for where we're at. But any number, I mean, any number between 2 and 8 would be fine, I would say. Alright, so I'm going to upload and preview. I would go ahead and read this, make sure it all makes sense. Anything that didn't, I would go back and change. Here's an example Here's an example resource box. As you can see, they each go to a Web 2.0 property, obviously. So if everything looks good, I go to return to editing. And then I go and send it in. And these are fine, so I'm going to leave that. Click OK. Alright, says there was an error. So let me see here. Okay, I already know what this is because I forgot to delete this. Forgot to delete those two. Alright, so that should be all fixed now. So let's go ahead and send it in again. Alright, one of them is too long. One of my resource boxes is too long. So I'm going to go ahead and make this bigger. And let's see which one it was. It's probably not that one. It's probably... I'm guessing it was this one. But let me pause this. I'll see which resource box was too long, and then I'll kind of edit these, make them a little shorter, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I just took out a little bit of a sentence in the first one because I think that was the longest one. And hopefully all these other ones are short enough here. So hopefully that worked. I just took out a little part of the first one without affecting my links. So let's go ahead and try to submit this again. Alright, there we go. So just one of my resource boxes was a little too long. I fixed it, and it's all good. So this is pending now. It will be pending for 1 to 3 days or so, and then it will tell you if it's denied or accepted. If it's denied, it will tell you what's wrong with it and what you need to fix, and you can resubmit it. But again, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, this is over the shoulder video number 7 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today is July 3rd, and we will be making our third page today. So our third page and our fourth piece of content. So we have one post, and after this we'll have 3 pages. That's 4 pieces of content total. Today I also did my UAW and SYA submissions, so I've been doing a lot today. Alright, so let's get into this submission. Let's go to pages. And by the way, I already picked out my picture. I'm using this one from the site I showed you guys. And I'm just going to name it Real Estate Agents. In the last 3 pictures, I named them 2 of them my main keyword, Seattle Real Estate Agents. I named 1 of them Real Estate Agents in Seattle. This time I'm going with a more general keyword, Real Estate Agents. But I'll show you when I get to that. Alright, so I'm adding new here. I'm going to my post I already have made here. I'm copying, pasting. Oops. Copying in my title. I'm going to throw it in the title section, and I'll name my page that. Highlight the title, bold it. I'm going to center and H1 it. Oops. Alright, so that should be all set. I'm going to add in my picture. I'm going to pause this so I don't show any sensitive files. I'll be right back. Alright, so here's my file I'm going to use, Real Estate Agents. Double click. And it adds it in. And again, I'm naming the alternate text. I'm just naming it Real Estate Agents. And again, this helps put my site in the category of Real Estate Agents. Having a more general keyword like this. For the picture, that is. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to add in my link to my main URL here. And again, I'm going to name it Real Estate Agents. Remember the last 3 times I did this, I named 2 of them my main keywords, Seattle Real Estate Agents, and I named 1 of them Real Estate Agents in Seattle. This time I'm switching it up again and using a more general keyword. So let's update. Let's make sure my alternate text is right. And it is Real Estate Agents. And that's all set. So now I'm going to format my article. Remember, formatting is important because it's a lot easier for the reader to read, and the search engines like it better. They don't like a whole bunch of text that's like the same size and color and structure. They like to see things organized. Alright, so everything's set there. Now let's add in our links. So the last post I made, or page I made, was this one. So I'm going to add a link to this one. I'm going to do find the best real estate agents. Alright. Alright, so this isn't on Seattle real estate agents, this particular page. So I'm going to go and add a sentence down here. Actually, you know what? For this one, I'll just switch it up and I'll do a keyword without Seattle in it. I'll just do best real estate agents without Seattle in there. I have it go into my main URL. Oops. And best real estate agents. Add it. So I got two links in there. It's formatted. I'll go down and fill out my all-in-one SEO information. I'll be right back. Alright, so I got this all filled out. My title is "We will help you find only the best real estate agents." My description: how good the real estate agents you hire is will make a huge impact on the time frame needed to buy, sell, or rent. We help you get connected with only the best agents. And then my keywords. I start with keywords that the page is on. Find the best real estate agents, and then my main keyword, Seattle real estate agents, the main keyword for the site, that is. And I start getting more general, real estate agents, then even more general, real estate, and then most general, home and family. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and update this, publish it. I'm going to make sure it looks alright. And everything looks good. Got my links in there. Let's click on this, make sure it goes back to my site. And it does. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and close my article up and put it in the submit folder. And that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Hope you enjoy. Alright, this is over the shoulder video number 8 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today is July 3rd. July 11th. As we can see in the calendar here. I'm going to be making my 4th page. Alright, so it's been 8 days since I added my last page, or since I did anything. And today I'll be adding my 4th page, which will be my 5th piece of content. So let's go ahead into pages. Let's add new. I got my page right here ready. I'm going to copy it in there. I'll go ahead and copy the title and put it in the title area. I'm going to bold the title down here. I'm going to center it and H1 it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my picture. Remember, I get my pictures from this site here, this Microsoft site. I showed you guys that before. I'm going to pause this so I don't show any sensitive files, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm in my folder here. I already did pictures for real estate agents, which is my kind of general category. I did real estate agents in Seattle, which is now a side version of my main keyword. I did 2 for Seattle real estate agents, which is my main keyword. This time I'm using real estate, which is like the most general category. Stuff like this just helps categorize your website. I like doing stuff like this. Not many people do this, but I like it. I think it helps. So for this one, I'm just using real estate for the text and the name of the file. So real estate and real estate. So left, full size, insert into post. Let's click on our picture here. Hit the link button. Have it going to our main site with the title real estate. Make sure our anchor text is in there, and it is real estate. Now let's go ahead and format our article. By the way, another good way to format your article is to list things. For example, like 3 tips, and then have like 1, 2, 3. People love that kind of stuff. So any type of stuff you can do like that, what kind of like separates your content. What I mean is like that you don't have a bunch of whole paragraphs, all the same kind of text, like no bolding, no like numbered stuff. You want to have stuff like numbered stuff and bolding because it's easier to read, and search engines like that stuff. So Just make sure you guys do that kind of stuff. Or tell your writer to do that stuff if you're not writing yourself. Alright, so let me see what the last page I did was. Alright, it was this one here. So I'm going to copy this. My page or my link will be going to this. And I'm just going to use a real estate agent for that. Use a real estate agent. Alright. And then at the bottom, what I'm going to do is add a sentence so I can get my main keyword in here. Alright. So I just add in a sentence so I can link to my main keyword to my main URL. Alright. There we go. So I got 2 links in there. I can actually do a third. I'm going to do 3 for this site. Alright, so I'm going to link to my post too. So let's search for real estate. Actually, let's search for agent. I'll do professional real estate agent. And that's going to my post. Alright, so I got 3 links in here to my site. Alright, so that last thing is entering the all-in-one SEO information. I'll enter that and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm all done the all-in-one SEO information. For my title, I got, should I use a real estate agent? Are they worth it? Then for my description, many people often wonder if they should even use a real estate agent when buying, renting, or selling a house. We list out all the benefits and drawbacks for you here. For my keywords, scroll over. Alright, should I use a real estate agent? Seattle real estate agents, real estate, home, family. As you can see, I go from most specific to most general. Of course, when I do my pages, I do the keyword for the page, the general keyword for the page, then I go for the main keyword for the site, and then I go into more general keywords from most specific to least specific. Okay. So that's all done. Let's go ahead and publish this. And we'll check it out over here, make sure it looks good. And it does. Got our links in there. We got 3 this time, remember. Alright, everything looks good. This goes back to my main site. Alright, so I'm going to close up this article and throw it in my submitted folder. And this video is all done. Next video will either cover another page, adding another page, or some more backlinking. I haven't decided yet, but that'll be video number 9. So I'll see you guys in that video. See you soon. Alright, so this is over the shoulder video number 9 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today is July 13th, and we're going to be doing Social Monkey today. Alright, so let's put July 13th, Social Monkey. And Social Monkey basically helps us get our social links in there. And as I explained in the other 2 over-the-shoulder video number 9s for the other 2 sites, I'm a little behind with Social Monkey. Usually I do it, like a week ago, according to my backlinking schedule. But it's okay to be behind. It's okay to go slower than what I recommend. When you go quicker than what I recommend for backlinking, that's when you start running into trouble, where you can start getting penalties and stuff. But if you are waiting longer than I recommend, that's fine, and it's safe, and it's just going to take longer to rank the website, that's all. But there's no problem with waiting longer like I have. It's just life happened for me, and I'm a little behind, and that's fine. So I don't want anyone to get super specific with timetables of how I have it laid out. As long as you're waiting at least as long as I recommend, that's what matters. Okay. Obviously, you don't want to wait too long either because you want to rank your sites, but I think you guys know what I mean there. All right, so let's get started with SocialMonkey for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Here's my site. I got my main URL here. I got my post, and then I got 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that's 6 URLs. So here's my report for SocialMonkey. I wrote my titles here, and then 6 groups of sentences. In each group there is 2 to 4 sentences. I then take those 2 to 4 sentences and spin them very well. All of that is down here. Okay. So this one's for my main URL, this one's for my post, and this for page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. And I'll go ahead and read my titles in one of these so you know what I'm doing. Alright, so for my titles, I use my titles for every submission. So I do a group of like 8 to 10 titles, something like that, and then I'll spin those titles very well, so there's hundreds and hundreds of different combinations of titles, and I'll just use that group for the same group of titles for all the URLs. But then for the description, these right here, I do different ones for each of those. So each of these groups have 2 to 4 sentences, all unique sentences. Okay, so I use the same titles for each submission, for each URL, but I use different descriptions for each URL. Alright, so here's my titles. How to find the best Seattle real estate agents. Are there good real estate agents in the Seattle area? How can a Seattle real estate agent help? What exactly can Seattle real estate agents do for you? Is it worth hiring Seattle real estate agents? When is the best time to use a real estate agent? Information about Seattle real estate agents and everything you should know about real estate agents. As you can know, or as you can probably see, I used Seattle real estate agents in some of them, and some of them I just used real estate agents without Seattle. Just changing it up. When I go spin it, I'll change Seattle real estate agents. I'll spin it into real estate agents in Seattle, a real estate agent instead of real estate agents. I'll use plural and non-plural forms, and just spin as much as you can just to get variation in there. So that's my titles there. Now I'll go to one of my description groups, which will have 2 to 4 sentences. So this one's for my main URL. If you're looking, and this is the top one here, if you're looking for Seattle real estate agents, our website may have just the information that you're looking for. The next one is our website, SeattleRealEstateAgents.net, covers everything that you need about real estate in Seattle. The next one, the third one, using a real estate agent in Seattle is one of the many topics that is discussed at our website, SeattleRealEstateAgents.net. Come visit. Alright, so I have 3 there. Then I have the spun versions down here. Alright, so let's get into this SocialMonkey submission. If I'm supposed to be on my dashboard here so I can show you. Now normally I go to submit URL, but I already did my 3 for the day today because I've already done the submissions for Colorado Real Estate, or Colorado Veterinarians, Colorado Springs Veterinarians.net, and Baton Rouge Architects.net. You can only do 3 submissions per day, so I can't do any more today. So I'm going to go to my schedule. As you can see, for today I have 3 already, then the next 3 days I already have 3 each. So these are going to be the 17th and 18th I'm going to schedule these for. So let's go to the 17th and schedule our first one. I'll copy my main URL here. Now paste it in the URL section. Now I'm going to go copy my titles, the spun ones obviously, and I'll paste them in. I'm going to copy my first group of spun descriptions here and paste them in. And now I'm going to do my tags. So I'm going to start with the most relevant, Seattle real estate agents. Then I'll do real estate agents in Seattle. And then I'll do Seattle realtors. Then I'll do realtors in Seattle. And I'll do real estate agents. And then real estate. And then home. And family. Alright. So as you can see, I went from most specific, my main keyword, Seattle real estate agents, to most general, family. Alright, so for category, I'm going to do, I could do lifestyle. I'll probably do business for some and then lifestyle for some. so I can switch up the categories. Sorry, my back's itchy. Alright, so I'm going to do between 20 to 14 days here. For this one, I'll start in the middle, and I'll do 25. Preview. Looks good. Alright, and let's go ahead and submit. And that's all done. So now I'm going to do my post. Copy my post URL here. Schedule another one for the 17th. Paste in my URL. I'm going to go copy my titles. Paste them in. By the way, to copy I'm doing Control C. To paste I'm doing Control V. It's a lot easier than going to edit, hitting copy, going to edit, hitting paste. I just do Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Alright, so then I'm going to use my second group of descriptions here and paste that in. And then I'll do my tags. I'm going to do business instead of, or I'm going to do, yeah, business instead of family for this time. And I'm going to do other instead of, or I'm sorry, not other, lifestyle instead of business. And I'm going to do 21 days instead of 25. Preview and submit. It looks good. Submit. And it should submit here. While that's loading, I'll go get the next page URL. So now I'm going to do page 1. I'll copy this URL. Let's see if that went through. It's still loading here. Alright, so it went through there. So now I will schedule my third one for the 17th. Copy my URL in there. Go get my titles. Paste them in there. Go to my third description here. It looks like this one might be too long. Usually if it's two spaces, it's too long, but we'll see. Yeah, it's too long. So I have to take something out here. I think it's just a little too long, so I'm just going to end it there. And that's good. I have 9 characters left, so I just made it. Alright, so we'll put in our tags. And I'm going to do home and family this time. We'll do business again. I'll do 28 days, totally random, preview and submit. I have the wrong number of open and close brackets. I think I forgot to put my end bracket here. That's usually what that is if you ever get that message. You just forget your end bracket. Alright, so that looks good. Go ahead and submit. And that's submitted. Alright, so I'll go to my second page, copy the URL, go to the next day, the 18th, because we already have 3 for the 17th. 3 is the maximum submissions per day. Copy my title here. Now I'm on my 4th description. Copy that in there. My fiance is cooking for me. It smells really good, by the way. It's too bad you guys can't smell that. Alright, so copying my tags here. And this time I'm going to do home and business instead of home and family. Switching it up again. And I'll do lifestyle. So I have 2 business, 2 lifestyle. And I'll do 30 days. I'll do the max for this one. Preview and submit. Looks good. Submit. So we got 4 of 6 done. Let's go to the 5th URL, my 3rd page. I'll copy that, make sure this went through, and it did. I'll do my second one for the 18th. copying my URL. Copy my titles here. Now we're on our 5th set here. It's probably too long again. Oh no, it's not. I got 69 characters left, so I'm good. Do our tags. And I'll do business again. And I'll do 22 days. Preview. And submit. Alright, so we got 5 of 6 done. Let's go to our last one here. Copy the URL. Put in our last one for the 18th. Paste this in. Go copy my titles. Paste them in. Go to my last group of descriptions here. Paste them in. And I'll do my tags again. I'm doing home and family this time, and the lifestyle category. And remember my tags here. I have my most relevant, Seattle real estate agents. That's my main keyword I'm going after. I then have some LSI versions. Real estate agents in Seattle, Seattle realtors, realtors in Seattle. Then I get more general, real estate agents, even more general, real estate, and then most general, home, and family, or business. Lifestyle, and we'll go to 21, over 21 days. Let's preview. And submit. It's going slow here, but there we go. Alright, so as we can see in here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for all 6 of my URLs. So, my Social Monkey submissions are done. That's it. If you guys have any questions, as always, you can contact me or we'll answer them in the Q&A, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright everyone, today is July 24th. Today we are doing over-the-shoulder video number 10 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today we're going to be adding a 5th page of content. We're going to be adding outbound authority links, and we're going to be adding a new plugin called WP Supercache. This is a plugin that will help load our site faster. And more what I'm seeing is that Google is paying attention to on-page factors more and more. On-page is probably 10 times more important than it was before Penguin. So it's just becoming so much more important now. You can't rank on links alone now. Your on-page has to be on point. So I want us to focus on page today. I want to add some content, get more index pages on our site, add another page of content. I want to link out the output to authority sites. Who you link to, kind of gives a model for your site, or like a vision for your site, because if you're linking to bad sites, that can penalize you. So on the other hand, if you link to good sites, that can help you. If you're a site that's linking to a good site, the search engines see that and they can kind of add trust to your site. So that's like points for trust for your site, I guess you can say. And then adding WP Supercache, which helps our site load faster, that has to do with user experience. If our site loads faster, that's better for our visitors, and that, again, gives us more positive points for our site. The faster a site loads, the better. Google is worried about user experience, and if your site loads quickly, that's the visitors more likely to stay. The longer they stay, the better, and the more it will help with the user experience and help rank your site. So these are three things: adding content, adding outbound links, and then adding this plugin that are all good for on page. So I want to do that today, give it a week, and then see where we're at with this site. Alright, so let's go ahead in and we'll add our plugin first. Let's go to add new, type in WP Supercache, we'll install now, click OK, and activate. Go to plugin admin page, we click caching on, update status. Now we go to advanced, click the first bubble, and then the first three boxes. Everything else stays the same. Scroll down and click update status. Scroll down again and update mod rewrite rules. It will turn green and this plugin's all set. Okay, so let's go to our dashboard again. And now let's go add our page of content. We'll go to add new, go to my folder here and see what I want to add. Excuse me. What can real estate agents do for me? I'll add this article here. Paste this in. Let's copy the title. Put the title up here. We'll bold the title, center and H1 it. Remember, we have to do it manually because this theme is weird. Doesn't let us center and H1 an individual line of text for some reason. And again, I think that's because of the theme we're using, or that I'm using. You could be using a different theme if you want. So that will center and H1 it. Now we gotta go find our image. Oops. I'll go with this picture. Save it. And let's name this. How about Seattle Real Estate? We haven't done that yet. Save it. Now let's go back and add it in. I'm going to pause it while I pick my file. Alright, so I'm in my folder, my file, or my picture's in, and here it is, Seattle Real Estate. So let's make the alternate text, Seattle Real Estate. Let's copy it and put it in that description. Put it to the left, full size, and insert into post. Now let's click it and make sure our anchor text is set right, and there it is. And now we'll add our link. Or edit our link, I should say. Goes to our home page and Seattle Real Estate. So now let's format the rest of our article. Make it look pretty. And again, this is user experience here. The more easier our site is to read, the longer our visitor will stay, and the more that will help us for both traffic reasons and for ranking reasons. Right, so I got it all formatted. Let's now add in our links. Let's do the real estate agents, and I'll just link it back to the home page. And that will be my only link. What was it again? Real estate agents. Alright, so that's my only link in there. Now I'm going to fill out this information for All-in-One SEO Pack, and I'll be right back. Alright, so for my title, I got what can real estate agents do for me? Same titles I have up top. For my description, ever wonder exactly what a real estate agent can even do for you? Are they, I meant to say, are they even worth hiring? We help answer these important questions here at SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Alright, for my keywords, I got what can real estate agents do for me? That's the title of my page. The theme of this page, I should say. And I got my main keyword for the site, Seattle Real Estate Agents. Then I got real estate and home. Alright, so let's go ahead and update or publish this. Now if I reload it into here, click this, everything looks good. Alright, so if I click on this, it'll bring me back to my home page, and that's where I want to be. Alright, so let's go back here now. Go to Google, and now we're going to add our authority links. Let me go to the dashboard. I'm going to add one authority link in my post, and then a couple authority links in my pages. So let's go type in real estate. So it looks like Realtor.com is one of the more trusted sites. Realestate.com. So we can link out to Realtor.com. It looks like they're a trusted site. Yeah, they got PageRank 7, and they're number 866 in Alexa. So they're a huge, huge site. So that's actually a good site to link out to. So let's go to our post. We'll highlight real estate, and we'll link out to Realtor.com. Alright, so let's go ahead and update that. Let's see if we can find any more. I'm going to do real estate Wikipedia, because I want a Wikipedia link in here. Alright, so this is a Wikipedia explaining real estate, and I'll use that to link to one of my other pages. Wikipedia is a great site to link to. Alright, so let's go to this one, random page I'm using. Already has 2 links. It already has 3 links in here actually, so I'm not going to use that one. I'll go to the one I just did because I know it only has 1 link. And I'll hire real estate. Actually, I want to do real estate agents. Real estate broker is kind of the same thing, so it's fine to link to real estate broker from real estate agents. And there's my link for the authority site in this page. Let's update it. And that's probably good. We have an outbound authority link in our main post, which is like our homepage content, and then we also have one in one of our pages, so that's good for now. Maybe when I add the next page, I'll also do a link out to an authority site. So we have 2 right now. That's good. I just wanted to get a couple in there. I wanted to make sure our site's loading faster and get another page of content in there. Hopefully that helps with this site. It looks like this site might be penalized right now. When I type in URL SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, it doesn't show up number 1 here, and that's a concern for me. There has been changes going on where this isn't as reliable to seeing if a site's penalized. It's still pretty reliable, but with the changes going on with like with the rankings, they're ranking sites like bigger sites up top, so it could just be outranking it because of that. But there's also a chance it's penalized. So what I want to do for this site, I want to make those on-page changes. I want to keep an eye on it, see what happens in a week. If it's still, because it's not showing up in the rankings anywhere, if it's still not showing up, and if my site isn't first when I type this in, I'll probably get a variation of links. I'll do like some blog comments, some forum profiles, maybe some bookmarking, stuff like that, and I'll like really mix it up and really mix up the anchor text. And then from there, I'll just let that sit in, and I probably won't touch the site too much more for a little while until I see if it really is penalized or not over the next month. But it's weird that this site is performing the worst out of the the three original over-the-shoulder sites, because when you use Web 2.0 links, it's kind of supposed to act as a shield, because we're sending all of our UAW and SYA links to our Web 2.0, which is like our shield. Okay, they're called like shield links or link shields, and it's supposed to be like really, really safe. So I was thinking starting out with this would be really safe, but this site's doing the worst out of all three. But at the same time, there's a lot of changes going on in Google, and it's just, we just have to work with it and test, and we'll get there. So we'll see what happens with this site. We'll just take it a day at a time. We'll keep an eye on the rankings, and we'll see where we are in a week, and then I'll show you guys what I'll do in a week. Alright, so that's the end of this video. Again, video number 10 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, so I just wanted to do a really quick update for the site SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. I'm going to make this over the shoulder video number 11. It's going to be very quick, but I just wanted to update you. Remember, we thought this site was penalized because when we did in URL SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, we had like these two showing first and then the pages of our site. Well, now when I do it, our site's actually showing up, so it's not penalized, and also it now is on page number 5 at position 45. Okay, so I want to go see when we created this site. It's definitely a long time, or it's taken a lot longer than it used to rank sites, as we mentioned. It's crazy that it was just totally unranked and not in the top 100 until now, because this site's at least a couple months old, I think. Let's see. Created on June 8th. Today is July 29th, so it's about a month and a half old. I guess it's not too long, but we're used to having sites on the first page, usually like position number 1 or top 5 at least, within the first month and a half before the Penguin update. Now it's just it's taking longer. That's it. Just you got to be patient. I almost wrote this site off, and it just took longer. So be careful with writing sites off. I teached you guys this in URL thing site, and I said if your site's not shown to top, if these are shown that's penalized, and you might just want to not continue with the site or just let it sit for a while. I'm going to change that and tell you to not throw away the site, but just let the site sit. Maybe add content every couple weeks and then see what happens from there. Because with this site, if I threw it away or if I just stopped worrying about it, it would have been a wasted site, because now it's not penalized actually. I think what happened is it just took time to get fully indexed and build that trust in the search engines and all that, because now it's showing and it's totally fine. It just took a while. It took a month and a half, which is crazy. Before, it would be like a week, where if you typed in URL site name, your site would be up top and everything will be fine. Now it just looks like it's taking longer. So if you type in URL your site name within the first couple months and your site's not showing first like mine is, don't write it off as a wasted site or as a penalized site. Just kind of let it sit for a little longer, add content every week or two or whatever, and you can slowly build backlinks if it's doing that. Just don't build too many, because if it is a penalized, then you don't want to waste that money. So my recommendations, if in the first 2 months, if you type in URL site name and your site does not show first like mine is, then just kind of take it easy on the site. Just maybe add content once every couple weeks, once every week, and then very, very slowly build backlinks. Like maybe have one backlink campaign go on where it's the links are coming in very slowly, and just wait till your site comes up here. Within like 4 to 6 months, if it's still not showing, it's penalized, and just let it go, in my opinion. Alright, another way you can do this is actually you can do site. Oops. You can do site, then the site name. That's another way people to see if it's penalized. As you can see, mine's showing first there. Alright, but again, it's number 45. It just broke. It just went from being unranked to number 45 today. I checked my rankings and I saw it. So it should be moving up. Now that it's kind of broke that barrier, it should be moving up a little quicker now. Alright, and a lot of the other sites over the shoulder are like top of page 2 right now, which again, it's been about a month and a half. Let me actually, what's one of our other ones? We got Baton Rouge Architects.net. Oops. Let me go. That didn't work. Come on. Alright, so this should be like around the same day, right? Yeah, same day, June 8th. So it's been a month and a half. You know, it's funny because I was getting antsy with these sites. Like, man, like, why am I not first page yet? Like, because I'm so used to being on the first page within a month for these sites. But you know, after Penguin, that's what happened. They slowed down the ranking process, and I've confirmed this with all types of SEO people: white hat, black hat, large SEO firms. I keep in touch with a lot of people like that. And they're all saying the same thing. It's just taking longer. So let's just be patient. You know, our sites will rank. We just gotta give it time. You know, if anyone's getting or is someone that's going to be antsy from our site not ranking first page yet, that's me, because I'm so used to it. You know, I've built over 500 sites where they've gone to first page within a month or sometimes a couple weeks. So I'm used to them ranking a lot quicker. So you know, I even get antsy. But we just got to take a step back and realize that there's a new update. You know, SEO changed, and it's just going to take longer now. So we just got to be a little more patient, and our sites will get ranked. We just got to be patient. We can't make stupid decisions because it's taking longer to rank. All right. So like I almost did with throwing away the SeattleRealEstateAgents.org domain, just because I'm so used to them ranking quicker, and I'm like, my site's not showing up. It's been a month and a half. You know, there's got to be something wrong with this site, but it's not. It's just like I said, it's changed, and we just got to take a step back and just be patient and just slowly work our way up. And you know, that's just the new SEO now. That's just the name of the game now. So I just wanted to give a quick update on this site, which is why I did this video, just to show that it is not penalized and that we'll be continuing as normal with this site. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, this is over the shoulder video number 12 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today is July 30th, and today I want to start adding video to my site. Adding video is becoming more and more important, implementing more media into your website. Right now we just have pictures, so I'm going to start getting some video on there that can help us rank better and help people stay on our website longer, which in turn helps us rank better. So having media on your website is just coming more and more important every single day. So I definitely want to start getting video on there. And usually, or not usually, but for now on, I'm going to start adding video in the beginning. So I didn't really use video much before, because I was ranking fine without it. Now it seems more and more essential to have video on your site, and it seems like that's becoming more of an important factor for ranking your website. So I want to start getting some video on this site. So let's go to our main post, and we'll find a good video on like just general real estate stuff. So let me pause it, I'll find something good, and I'll tell you why I want to use that one. Alright, this was a video I found. It's on just general, like what real estate agents should do before listing a house. And this is the type of video I went on my home page. It does have a website displayed at the end, which is something I like to avoid, but this was a good enough video where that's fine. And this is kind of just like real estate tips, and it's not like a real estate agent, so it's not like a competing page really, but it's like more like an additional supplemental page that can help people with find more information. So since that is the case, I'm okay with another website being displayed in this video. But for the most part, I like finding videos that do not have other websites displayed in the actual video. But for this one, I'm going to make an exception because I really like this video. So let's go to Share, Embed, and I'll copy this embed code. I'll click on my post here, go to our HTML, and I'm going to put this at the bottom of the page, center, paste the embed code, and end the center tag. And now if we go to visual, we'll see our videos right there. We can update. And now when we reload our site, our video will be right down here at the bottom. Okay? So let's see if we can find some other relevant videos for our pages. So I'm just clicking on my pages here, and I'm going to search for like something with real estate agents and money, like see if they're worth the money. So let me try to find that really quick. Alright, here's the next video I'm going to use. I'm going to use this for the page, Are Real Estate Agents Worth the Money? Again, it has a website displayed, but it's just like a real estate company. It's not exactly like a Seattle real estate agency, so that's not really a big deal. So I'm going to use this video for Are Real Estate Agents Worth the Money? It's not like the greatest video, but I'm going to use it anyways. I want to get videos on as many pages as possible. If the website really starts ranking and you need a client stuff, you can always like change up the videos or make your own. You can have someone write an article and then like do a PowerPoint presentation for the content in the article, and that's the way you can make your own videos cheaply. For now, I just want video on here, though I can always replace it when my site starts ranking. With that said, I still don't want terrible videos on my site, and this video wasn't terrible, but it's like wouldn't be my top pick, but I'd rather have it than not have it. So let's go look for something else here. Something with like how much are real estate agents. Alright, so this is a video I'm going to use on how much I should pay my real estate agent. I'm sorry, that's my buyer's agent, so I don't want to use this. So let me go back and find something else. Alright, so I'm going to skip over how much the real estate agents charge. I'm going to do something on how to choose a real estate agent. This was a good video. It did display the website realestate.com, but that's a huge site that I'm not really worried about displaying in my video. So I'm going to copy this embed code and go to a page on how to choose. Could do how to find. So I'll do this one. How to find the best real estate agents. Pretty similar titles there. So center code, paste, and center. And then go to visual, make sure it looks good, and update. So that's our third video. Alright, so the next page we're probably going to do is this one right here, what can real estate agents do for me? I'll do something like what do real estate agents do? Let's see if I can find something on that. Alright, I'm going to use this video, do I need a real estate agent to buy a home? Again, another good video. It just kind of goes with the theme on my website, so I'm going to use this. This will be the last video I use. 4 will be good. I prefer to have one on every page, but a lot of the videos show like different websites that I don't necessarily want, so I'm just going to use this one, and this will be my 4th video, and then the last one I use. So it's on do I need a real estate agent? How about we'll do it for this one? Pretty much the same thing. Should I use a real estate agent, and do I need a real estate agent? Same thing. Did I copy that embed code? I didn't. So let's go to share. Oh, I did copy it. Embed. And we'll scroll down to the bottom. Center. Paste. And the center code. And we'll go to our visual. Looks good. We'll update. And then we'll click on it in here and make sure it looks good. And it does. Alright, so we added 4 videos. We have 6 pages, so 4 of them have videos, so that's good. This is something that will only help our website. So, next video, I will most likely do some more linking, and we'll get this site rolling a little better for rankings, because it's still on. It just got up to page 5, I believe, so we're going to try to start moving this site up. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey everyone, it's Greg here. This is over the shoulder video number 13 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today is August 4th. The last time we did anything was on July 30th. We added video to our site. It's 5 days later, and today I want to start some guest posting, and I want to show you a paid link I got. And I got this paid link just because I got a deal on it, and I'll show you kind of what happened and what I did. But guest posting is very powerful, especially now because relevant links are becoming more and more important. Right now, they're more important than ever. When I say a relevant link, I mean a link from, since I have something on Seattle Real Estate Agents, since my site's on that, any link from a real estate type site, or specifically from like Seattle Real Estate, that would be best case scenario. That'd be a very, very relevant link, and that's very powerful in today's algorithm with Google. Okay, so guest posting can be very, very powerful, and I'll show you how to do that. Remember our site, SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. It was nowhere to be found for a while, and then it just moved up to like I think it's on like the 4th or 5th page right now. So it's starting to move up, and I think if we get some guest posting in, and maybe this strong paid link should really help move it up. So let's go ahead and get into this, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. The first thing I'm going to show you is the paid link here. Here's the paid link right here. And what I did was, this is a site, there's a lot of sites like this. This site's called Plogger.org. And there's a lot of sites like this where if you donate to them, they'll place a link to your site. Okay? And this is a PageRank 5 site, or a PageRank 5 page. So I got a PR5 link right here, and that's a strong link. A PageRank 5 is pretty good to get a link from. And I got it with my exact anchor text here, so that's a good link right there. I don't usually do paid links this early, but I was setting up paid links for BatonRougeArchitects.net because this is the first site we're using for our OMG course, and I wanted to get the site ranking quickly and show people how to put things in overdrive, so I got a couple paid links. And when I got a link from this site, they said that if I got a couple more links that they would do it a lot cheaper. And I'm getting this link for each of these links for like $10 a month, and that's super cheap for a PR5. So I couldn't pass it up. You know, a PageRank 5 for $10 a month, that's just very, very cheap, and it can push up our rankings very quickly. So that's the reason that I did the paid link. And I'll just really quickly go over how to find paid links. I like starting with a site that I know has paid links. So one example is this site, bestofjoomla.com. I know this site has a lot of paid links because I found them with research. And you can start with this site as well. And you can use what I call the domino effect to keep finding other links, okay, that are paid links. Real quick, let me turn off my Skype because it keeps popping up. Alright, sorry about that. I just had to sign out of Skype really quick. Alright, so I know Joomla, bestofjoomla.com sells links. Okay, so you guys can start with this site too. So all their paid links are down here, and what you do is you take these sites, any of these sites, and you throw them in Open Site Explorer, and then the top links are the most powerful links. So usually if they're buying other links, they'll be at the top. And we'll do an example here. So let's take one. This site right here on, well, they might not have more. Alright, this one right here. Let's click on this site. I'll copy the URL. And then we're going to throw this URL into Open Site Explorer and see if we can find them buying other links. Because this is how you find links to buy. Alright, so they're buying from Best of June. Look at that, they're buying from the same place I am. This is actually how I found Plogger, actually. So I didn't really think of it, but this is how I found it. You know, I think I have researched this exact site. I knew they were buying from Joomla, so I typed them into here. So this is a perfect example, since this is exactly what I did. So I typed them into Open Site Explorer, like I just did, and I see that they're on this site, which is a very powerful site, so I'm guessing that they're buying this link. So let's go ahead and copy this link address, and we'll go to them in here. Their homepage is a PR6, where I am is a PR5. They didn't have any more homepage links available, so I had to do it on the silver package. So here they are right here. Alright, they're buying a link. So what you do is you find out how to contact these people. So I knew to go to donate because I've done this before, but if they didn't have that, I would look for a contact email. Say, here's one right here, mike@plogger.org. I would copy that. I would send them an email. I would say, hey Mike, my name's Greg. I'm looking to either purchase a link or donate money so I can get a link from you. Is this something you do? How much do you charge per month or per every 3 months or per year? You know, what's your prices? And then almost always they'll write back and say, hey Greg, if you're getting one link, it's $20 a month, or it's $100 for the whole year, or something like that. So that's all you do. You find the email, you email them, or you can just click on, for this site, for example, you can click on donate, and then make a donation. Well, actually, before you do this, you would contact them and make sure that you're going to get a link and to see how much it is exactly. So that's what I did. I contacted him first at his email, and I said, hey Mike, I'm looking to get a link, how much? And he told me, he said the gold sponsorships on the homepage are taken up, but you can get the silver sponsorship, and it's $15 a month. I wrote back and said, hey, I'm interested. Is it okay if I do a few links? And he said, yeah, if you do a few, it's only $10 a month. So with that said, I did do the few, and I'm only paying $10 a month for each link, so that's very, very cheap. And that's how you find paid links. So again, there's my link right there for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. I'm only paying $10 a month, and a PR5 that's very cheap, very powerful. Alright, so if we go back here, let's keep looking at other sites that have. So like this site, I bet you that's a paid link too, webblogs.us. Let's go to them. Alright, they're a PR5. So we'll see like what kind of stuff they have. Right here, we know these are paid links. The way it's set up, you can just tell they're paid links. Okay? That's a page rank 5, so I would contact them. I would contact support at webblogs.us. I would say, hey, I'm looking to get a link. Can I either donate or pay you for a link on your site, and how much would it be? They'll write you back, and that's how you get your link. Okay? So let's go to the next one on the list. Joomla Digger. I bet you that's another one. So let's copy that. This one's a page rank 7, so that's a really strong link. So let's go down and see if we can find where they're being linked to from. There they are. They're up here. They're doing their advertisements right here. Okay. So we could contact them. In this case, I would just click here, advertise your website here. We'll see what comes up. There you go, and it should tell you about it right here. Let's see what happens when we hit create new ad. It says you're not logged in. So what I would do, since they don't have information about like how much it is and all that, I would just email them. I'd find the email. I'll just look for it on the site. or find like a contact or a support. I'd probably hit that, and then find like a contact email. I'd go ahead and email them. All right. So that's how you find paid links. And I can keep going down the list here. I bet you this is another paid link, I can guarantee you, because a lot of like WordPress theme sites and like Joomla type sites do paid links. So I can bet you that's a paid link as well. That dynamicwp.net. All right. So that's what, 5 paid links we just found. We could go see if that's a paid link. You know, we could just keep looking, and then we could go to the next site. And then we could go to this Arizona apartment site, Pinnacle Holdings Inc. So I would type their web address in here, and I would do the same thing. I would search to see what type of paid links they're getting. And that's how you find tons of paid links from people that aren't advertised in the public. Because there's a lot of paid links in places like Digital Point where it's a public advertisement, and if it's that easy for you to find a paid link, then it's easy for Google to find it too, and you can get penalized much easier. Okay, so that's why I like finding them this way, and paid links can be very strong. Just make sure you're not paying too much for them. Like a PR5, $10, that's a great price, so I couldn't pass up on it. Alright, so that explains the paid link I got. Alright, so let's close out of here. And now I'm going to show you guest posting. My favorite site for guest posting is called sponsoredreviews.com. The way it works is you sign up, you create an opportunity. So I'll go to Manage Opportunities, Create New. Let me actually go there really quick. One sec. Alright, so I clicked on Manage Opportunities, then I'll just do Create New. I already have my opportunity down here, so I'm just going to bring that up quickly. Alright, so here's the opportunity for the site SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Make public, yes. No preference for post type. Disclosure, no preference. Opportunity, I usually just do the niche it's in. The keywords, I just do the general keywords. I don't do my exact keywords because I want the general category. Maximum price $100. I probably wouldn't pay that much for one post unless it was a very high page rank link from a very relevant site. So I just do that just in case. But generally, I'm spending $10 to $20 for a post, depending on the quality. Alright. Minimum words, I say they gotta do a minimum of 300 words. And the way this works, or let me finish this actually. Description, I am looking to post articles, but am open to other options for a site that is close to any niche. They should be well written with links correctly placed, original content only. Category real estate, here's my website. Requirements, kind of same thing as description. Must have links in article or review correctly, unique content only. Then there's my link right there. Okay? My URL and my link. Page rank, I said minimum 0. I would get a page rank, a 0 link. I would spend like $5 on that if it was a very relevant site. So that's why I just start with 0 and not like 1. And I do all categories just in case. And then just, you would do save or whatever buttons there for you when you create a new one. So let's go ahead and save that. Alright, so now let's go home. And the way it works is once you create your opportunity, bids will start coming in within the hour or so. And so these are all, if I click on this, then I select my opportunity out of here. So let me pause and select that really quick. Alright, so I select my opportunity right there, and now it'll bring up all the incoming bids for this site. So these are all the people that are bidding to do a post for me for my site. So now I'm going to type in the keywords real estate because I want to search for very relevant sites first. And then these are all sites that are bidding to make a post for me. For example, this guy, he's saying he'll do it for $40. He's a page rank 3. His blog title's on real estate, so that's good. Down here they have a horse score. You want to pay attention to this. Kind of funny name, I know. A 1's the best thing, and a 10's the worst. A 10 means that they've done tons of reviews, they have tons of outbound links, and it's just like a spammy type site. So you definitely want to pay attention to the horse score. You also want to pay attention to average English grammar. A lot of people on this site write crappy content, so you want to pay attention to this. Right now they have no ratings, so they haven't been rated yet by anyone. But $40, page rank 3, I think that's too much, so I'm going to keep, I think I can find something better, I'm going to keep looking. Here's 30, only a page rank 1, no, I'm not going to do that. $100 is way too much, not even going to consider it. 50, page rank 5, but that's too much. And they got a horror score 10, very high, so I'm not even thinking about it. 5, but a page rank 0, and it's on travel, so not interested. $40, too much. I can find something better, and it's on personal. This is in business, page rank 1, and it's only $6, but they have a relevant high horror score. I try to stay below 7. Page rank 3 for 40, too much. Here we go. Here's a page rank 2 for 20. That's not bad, but I could probably find something better. Okay, but let's just say I was interested on this, so I'll click on their site, and I want to read the types of reviews they do and how good their English is. So let's say recent surveys by Deloitte has confirmed that the hotel industry in London has experienced double-digit growth in 2010, a marked improvement over the previous year, although growth was reported strong. See, this demonstrates the flexibility hotel. See, their English isn't that great, but actually it's not horrible for this site. So, this is one I would consider. Just as an example, just to show you guys, I'm going to do this one, just to show you what you do when you like one. So I would click on this, I would scroll down, and I would do approve selected. Notice before I do this, my balance is $394. Since this post is $20, and I probably normally wouldn't do this one. I would keep looking to find better ones, but I'm just doing this to show you guys how to do it. Now I'll go to approve selected, hit OK. And then it'll process it, and selected blogs have been approved. So what that means is it sends him a message. It tells him I have approved his bid, okay? And he will now write a post. Once he writes it, sponsoredreviews.com will be notified, and then they'll check to make sure all of my requirements were met. If they're met, they'll take the money, or they'll officially, it's been taken out of my account, but it's kind of like on hold. Once they see that my requirements have been met, they'll kind of release the money from like a middleman account and put it right into his account. And then the transaction's done. You have a relevant link from a site, in this case a PageRank 2 that's on real estate. And like I said, relevant links are very, very important right now. So sponsoredreviews.com, which is guest posting, is very powerful. There's also another site for doing this. It's called payperpost.com. You can also use them, but I like sponsored reviews better. But you can use both. And the other way to find people is to go to find bloggers. And these are sometimes better to use because these are people that just don't like bid on everyone's stuff. So usually you can find better sites in here, or like higher quality sites if you just go to find bloggers instead of incoming bids. So I'll just go to find bloggers, and I'll do the same thing. Type in real estate. And then I would search for sites on real estate. Remember, these people have not bid to do a post on my site. And then if I liked one, say for example I like this one, I would do add to cart, and then I would check out. It would take the money out of my account. They would contact the website owner, say this guy wants you to do a post for him. If they accept, they'll do the post, and then the same process happens where they check for your links, make sure everything's correct, make sure your requirements are met, and then the money is officially transferred to that person. If they deny it, the money will be put back in your account. So you can either go to find bloggers, which are usually higher quality sites, or you can go to home and do incoming bids. But you must create an opportunity first, because without an opportunity you can't bid on stuff because people don't know your requirements. Okay, so this was the next step. I'm just going to do like 3 sponsored reviews. I already did 1, so I'll do another 2 off camera, and then I have the 1 paid link, and I just wanted to show you guys the next step that I was doing. Guest posting, very, very powerful, as I said, because they're relevant links. Okay, anytime you're getting relevant links, they're going to be strong, especially now with the recent algorithm changes. And then, of course, like I said, I have the 1 paid link, which is a PageRank 5. It's only $10 a month, so very good price, strong link. All right. So that's the end of this video. I will, off camera, I'll do 2 more sponsor reviews, and then I'll wait a week and we'll see where the site's at, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you got some value out of it. Highly recommend sponsoredreviews.com and doing guest posting. Very powerful stuff, alright? I can almost guarantee you next time we shoot this video, Seattle real estate agents will be up from page 4 or 5 or whatever it is, alright? So I'll see you guys soon. See you in the next video. Hey everyone, it's Greg here. Welcome to Over the Shoulder video number 14 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. I'm just going to make this a really quick video. I just want to do a quick update and show the results of our video and our guest posting and our paid link, okay? So I think when we did that, we were like on the 3rd page for our main keyword. And now when we type in Seattle Real Estate Agents, there we are right here. Alright, so let's count what number we are. That's a local result there. We're number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So number 7 right there. So we're on the first page, number 7. This, the video, the guest posting, the paid link, that stuff's all really powerful. And then, we moved up. It took about 10 days, I guess, since we did the video for us to move up. And, the site's only 8 weeks old. It's about 2 months old. So, number 7 on the first page is decent for the new algorithm. New sites are, for most people, are taking much longer to rank. So, this just goes to show that what we're doing really works. We're really on top of the SEO game. I don't think there's really anyone that can rank sites like this with the new algorithm. Maybe very few people. And I'm talking about time and time again. So, again, I just want to do this quick update, show you where the site's at. I'll probably give it another week or so, let it sit, let everything kick in a little more, and then from there, I'll see where we're at. If we're in the same position, we'll go back to the drawing board and get some more stuff going. Probably do some like bookmarking, maybe another video, maybe a couple more guest posts, maybe a little bit of blog commenting, so in about a week, week or 2 maybe, I will shoot another video. I'll see where we're at, and we'll take it from there. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to you soon. Alright everyone, this is Over the Shoulder video number 15 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. We are still at number 7, I believe. Let's check us out. Yeah, we're number 7 there, because there's only 8 listings on the first page for organic, so we're number 7. So I'm going to add another page of content and see what that can do for us. Today is August 14th. It's been about 3 weeks since we added a page of content, so I'm going to go ahead and add a page today. We're definitely due. Remember when I order articles, I order 10 articles from my article writer. 3 of them are used for links and 7 for the site. So I have 1 post, and I have 6 pages after today. So that's all the content from my original order. So I'll add this page, and I'll give it about a month, and if need be, if I'm not like number 1, number 2, number 3, or wherever I want to be, then I'll order some more content, order like another 2 or 3 articles, and add like 1 article a month, okay? So we don't have to add them as often once we get like 6, 7 pages on there. We can start adding them like every month, every 6 weeks, something like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to Pages, and let's go to Add New. I got the article I'm going to add right here. It's called Are There Any Good Seattle Real Estate Agents? So I'm going to copy this, throw it in here. I put my title up. Now I'm going to bold this. I'm going to center it, H1 it, and end those tags. Now I'm going to add a picture here. Go to Google, type in free images Microsoft, and click this first one here. And we'll type in real estate. Use this one here. I'll save this in the Seattle Real Estate Agents folder. Alright, so we already used real estate and Seattle real estate in like all of our picture file names. So I'm going to change this one up. And I'm just going to name it like house for sale. Okay, so something different. Something without real estate in there. Because we don't want like the same names for all of our file names. Because that's kind of like over SEO. And there's definitely such a thing as over SEO, especially with a new algorithm. So we want to be careful about just doing too much SEO now. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Let's go back to our page. Click the insert button. Let's go select our file. Let me select it really quick. Alright, so it is right here, house for sale. Alternate text, we'll make house for sale. Description, house for sale picture. We'll put this one to the right, full size, and insert. Let's click on it, hit the link button. Link to our main site with house for sale as the title. Now let's go ahead and format our article. Make it look better. Much easier to read when you do the bolding and kind of separate into sections. Although there's not many for this one. I probably could add like another section here, but that's alright. We have 3 little sections here, so that's not bad. And I want to add another picture in here. So let me find another one. We'll just do this one here. I'll just do house picture for the name. Go back here, insert, select file, house picture. Alternate text is house picture. And then for description, I'll just do picture of a house. I'll put this one to the left since the other one's to the right. Insert, and there we go. Alright, so now we got 2 pictures in there. Again, I'm going to click on this, have it going to my main site. And then title, I'm just going to do house picture and update. So let's go to YouTube now. Let me see if I can find a video, and I'll show you what I picked if I find one and why. But I'm going to use this video here. It's called How to Find and Choose a Real Estate Agent. The name of my page is Are There Any Good Real Estate Agents? So this is the closest thing I could find. I don't really want to search for this title because if I find a video, most likely it's going to be a competing site. Like it's going to be a real estate agency in Seattle that has done a video and has their website on the video. Almost positive. Someone who does a city-based video like that will almost always include their website on the video. And since they're in the same exact niche, Seattle real estate agents, we definitely don't want any videos with a Seattle real estate agent website because that could take the visitors from us and send them to them, and we could lose a client there for. If we have someone that hired us to do this for them that's a Seattle real estate agent. So I just want to go to the next best thing, and that's like finding good real estate agents. So I'm just going to pick this one. Has a lot of views, more likes and dislikes. And the website shows just howdini.com, which is just kind of like a how-to website. So no big deal that they're showing that they mention their website in here. So I'm going to click share, embed. Copy the embed code. Go to HTML. We'll do center. Paste embed code. And center code. And then there's our video. So now I'm going to add the outbound authority links and fill out the all-in-one SEO information. Once I do that, I will come right back and show you what I did. Alright, so I got all this filled out. The title is Are There Good Seattle Real Estate Agents, which is just basically the name of my page. I just copied that into the title here. Description: a real estate agent can make all the difference in the world when buying or selling a home. We help you find good real estate agents in or around Seattle. For my keywords, are there good Seattle real estate agents? Good Seattle real estate agents, Seattle real estate agents, real estate agents, forgot the N, real estate, and then home. Let's go to my authority links, my outbound authority links. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 links, one going to my site. This one obviously goes to my main site. This one here goes to Seattle.gov. Government site's great to link to. This one right here goes to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is another great site to link to. And then this last one down here goes to Google Maps. Of course, Google's great to link to. And notice how I put it in here. Seattle real estate agents in the area where you are looking. Alright, so if you're looking for an area, use Google Maps. Alright, so that's what that reference is there for. It makes sense as an outbound authority link, and Google Maps is a great tool, a great site to link to. Alright, so we're all done here. Let's go ahead and publish this. Let's reload. And then right here, let's bring up our page. And everything looks good. Alright, nicely laid out. Looks good. So I'm going to close up my article here. I'm going to put it in the submitted file. Make sure I have this written down in the schedule. And I do. And we're all done for now. So I'm going to let this sit for like a week or two. I'll see if we move up in ranking. If we don't, we'll regroup and get something else going to get this site ranking, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to you soon. Alright everyone, it's Greg here. This is over the shoulder video number 16 for SeattleRealEstateAgents.org. Today we're going to be doing an update, and I'm going to show you backlinking that I've done for this further. So, in the last couple weeks, a decent amount's going on with the site. I was on vacation for a week. I went to Florida last week, so I didn't get a chance to update when I would have. But, here we are 2 weeks later, about 2.5 weeks later, and I'm going to run an update for you and tell you what's going on and show you what I did. I'm going to show you an exact backlinking report I got from one of my outsourcers. I'm going to show you them the directions I gave them, or tell you the directions I gave them, so you can know exactly how I set it up and how they did it. And then we'll actually visit the backlinks, and so I can show you what they did and how they set it up. So if we go over here and let me start fresh here. First of all, the site was at number 10 for a while, for about a month. We were sitting at number 10 for our main keyword, Seattle Real Estate Agents. We were all the way at the bottom of the first page, the last result on the first page. It then dropped out of the top page. It dropped down to the third page, and it was at number 22 for a little bit. So I decided to get some more links done for it, and I'll show you that report again in just a second. We'll visit those links, and I'll show you how I set it up and why I did it that way. So it dropped to number 22 while I was on vacation, actually, and at the beginning of my vacation I ordered some links from my guy, and again I'll show you how I ordered them, and you'll actually show you the links so you can see how they're set up. And since then it has raised again above where it was even before. So if we type in Seattle Real Estate Agents, we're number 1, 2, 3. These are all local here. 4, 5, number 6 right there, right? So we moved up a few spots from our original position. We were right here, where this findwell.com one is. And then we moved up to number 6. But we actually moved from number 22 to number 6 because it dropped from number 10 to 22, and then it moved back up to number 6 after I did these links. And again, I'll show you what I did for these links and all the anchor text I used and all that stuff here in just a second. Alright, so again, this is our site here, remember? Nothing fancy yet. Um, I'm going to wait till it ranks a little better. Then I might do something with the design. We'll see. To attract clients better. We'll see what happens. But mostly I just made this site for you guys for an example. I might get a client for it. I might not. I'm not really trying right now, so I'm not really worried about the design. It's more about the rankings and show you guys how I backlink to it and all that stuff. So let's go ahead to this backlink report. I deleted all the passwords out of here for obvious reasons. But basically what I did is I sent an order to one of my outsourcers. Of course, I give out all my outsourcers in the NHB course, which is our big training program. And if you want access to all my outsourcers, that's where we give them. So what I did was I told him to create 10 Web 2.0 accounts and make 1 to 3 posts on each one. So here's 10 different accounts. We did one on blogspot.com, livejournal.com, tumblr.com, pastorus.com, insanejournal.com, wordpress.com, blog.com, terrapad.com, weebly.com, and yola.com. So these are some of the more popular Web 2.0 sites. I said I want you to build 10 of these accounts and put 1 to 3 posts on each one for a total of 25 posts. So that means, a couple of them will have 1 post, a couple of them will have, or a few of them will have 2, and then a few of them will also have 3 posts. And what I mean is, you have a Web 2.0 property. Let's go to this first one. So let's go ahead over here. So this is in Blogspot, and what I mean by 2 posts is, here's the first one, here's the second one. So it's just like a website, but that it has 2 posts on it. A lot of people create Web 2.0s and they only put 1 post on it. I like to kind of switch it up sometimes. Sometimes I'll do 3 posts, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, maybe sometimes more. So let's go ahead and look at this first one. The first link here is real estate, and that's going to realestate.com. That's an outbound authority link. We got a picture here. That's good. We got a video down here. I told him that make sure you add video and pictures to the Web 2.0s because that always helps out. And then we have an exact match anchor text here going to our domain. So let's go to the second one. Again, exact anchor text here. And then another link to real estate, but this time it's going to realtor.com. Another video here, right? Another picture. So we got pictures, videos, outbound authority links, and then of course we had our exact anchor text here. So we can actually make a I'll actually tally up how much each anchor text has. Alright, so let's go ahead to the second one here. And this is LiveJournal. This one is no follow. I have a plugin installed where, see how these has the red lines around this link? That means it's no follow. So with my plugin I have installed, it's called like no follow plugin or something like that. It will highlight any link that's no follow, and LiveJournal links are no follow. But we want no follow links mixed in. Alright, again, this is a real estate link going to wikipedia.org. And then here's another link going to my main site. We got a picture here and a video down here. And what's different about this link is it's a no follow. When I told him, I want some no follow links, I want some do follow links, I want you to mix it up. So where is, let me see something. I think there's one more post on here, let me see. Yeah, so here's the other LiveJournal post. Again, another one from my main anchor text. And then here's one for real estate agents going to Zillow.com. Another picture, another video. Alright. Oh, and by the way, these Web 2.0 sites cost me $2 a piece. That's it. $2 includes the creation of the account, the posting of the content, the writing of the article, which is unique content, placement of links. So all I do is I say, hey, I want this, and each Web 2.0 submission is only $2, and I give out this outsourcer in the NHB course. So very, very valuable to have this outsourcer. Took me a while to find someone like him. So let's go to this next one here. And you'll see that these are all like kind of the same, but they're just on different Web 2.0 sites. And this one's for Tumblr. Alright, so this one is Real Estate Agent, the singular version, and then Seattle Real Estate, going to remax.com, again another picture and another video. So let's go to our anchor text breakdown. We got the singular version, 1. Alright, so let's see our second post right here. And this guy really does do a good job for the amount I pay him. I really didn't want to give out a lot of my outsourcers, but for the NHB course, I just wanted to provide a lot of value, so I did do that. And I probably spent a good 50 grand on outsourcing, finding the right ones. Alright, so the first link is an outbound authority link going to going to yahoo.com or homes.yahoo.com. And the second one is again going to my main site with the main anchor text. So that's 5 with the main anchor text. So let's go to the next one. There shouldn't be too many more with my main anchor text because I didn't tell him to do that. I think I told him to do like 5 with my main anchor text. Alright, so the first one, affordable restaurants, going to Century 21. The next one is the singular version again of my main keyword, and that is a different keyword than the plural. It's definitely counts as a different keyword. So we got 5 and 2. And I shouldn't have any more from my main keyword, I don't think. We'll see, though. Because I think I told him to just do 5 for my main keyword. Alright, again, another singular version. And then where's the other link? And then real estate market, going to wikipedia.com. Again, another video, another picture. He does a really good job for the price. So that's 5 and 3. I think we have 25 total or something like that. What I might do after I show you this one is just find the original report I sent him. That way we don't have to go through all of them. Again, another singular version. And then agent here, going to a government site. So I like that link there. So what I'm going to do is tally this one up, and let me see if I can go find the original report that I sent him. So give me just a couple minutes here. I'm going to pause the video. Alright, cool. So I found the original message I sent him. I think this will be really beneficial to you guys to see this message I sent for him. I said, alright, and here is his name here. I just took it out so I don't give away my outsourcer. I have a new job for you. 25 Web 2.0s for the site SeattleRealEstateAgents.org between only 10 accounts. So that means 25 posts to 10 accounts. So an average of 2.5 posts per account. Some will have 1, some will have 2, some will have 3. On 5 of the accounts, I want 2 posts, totally unique with video and pictures. See right there, I told him to add that, and he did. And I said for the other 5 accounts, I want 3 posts, totally unique, with video and pictures. I want them spread out, not all done in one day. Alright, so I don't want all the Web 2.0s created in one day, I want them spread out. So I guess for these, 5 had 2 posts and 5 had 3 posts, so I didn't do any with 1 post. For each post, I want 1 link to my site and 1 link to one of the following authority sites. So I actually did some research and I found some good authority sites for him to link to. So I did that before I sent him the job. You can either do that or just tell them to find authority sites on their own. For this, I just decided to do some research and find some. Send them a list and say, hey, these are the ones that I want you to link out to, along with 1 link onto my site. And then down here for the anchor text for the authority sites, just mix them up. So I've told him to do this before, so he knows. Just do like real estate agents, business, real estate news. He knows to make them relevant to the category, so he knew what to do there. That's why I didn't explain it too much more. For the links back to SeattleRealEstateAgents.org, do the following links. I want 5 posts linking back with this anchor text, which is my exact anchor text. I want 5 posts linking with this anchor text, which is the singular anchor text version. I want 3 posts saying click here. I want 2 posts saying this page. I want 3 posts saying http://url.org. I want 2 posts saying www.url.org. I want 2 posts saying url.org without http or www. I want 2 posts saying more information. Then I want 1 post saying Seattle Real Estate Agents website. Alright, the Web 2.0 sites I want to use are the following, and I listed the Web 2.0 sites I want him to post on. He actually changed a couple of these out for different ones, which is fine, because the other ones he used are good, and I've talked to him about this before, so that was alright. I said, please let me know if you have any questions. So, I gave him a list of authority sites I want him to link out to. I told him I want pictures and video on each post. I want only 10 accounts with 25 posts. So each account doesn't only have 1 post. So many people do that to spam. So having 1 post is kind of, dropping in value. So I like to include 2 or more posts down my Web 2.0s. And then, of course, I gave him the anchor text breakdown I want. And also what I did was, I told him when you're done with these, I want you to do 5 UAW submissions, randomly linking to these Web 2.0s. So he also did 5 UAW submissions linking to the 10 Web 2.0 properties that I showed you. So also for UAW, he only charges $3.50 per submission. And that includes the writing of the article, a unique article, spinning the article, placing the links, filling out all the titles and all of that, and then doing the resource boxes. So that's only $3.50 per submission, which is like crazy, crazy low price. I only use him for UAW when I'm linking out to links. I don't use him to link back to my money sites. I have a different couple teams that I use to do that, and they charge $9 and $11, something like that. I don't know if that's exact, but they charge like 3-4 times the amount because they do so much more spinning and they put more time into it. But for him, I'm fine with paying a lower amount and getting lower quality because these are just going to my links, so I'm not as worried about the quality of that. So, the UAW submissions cost me like $18, to do 5 of them linking out to make my Web 2.0 stronger. So this is exactly what I used to get this site to appear to number 6. It jumped almost 20 spots from number 22 to number 6. So what I just showed you is exactly what I used. So we'll see what happens in the coming days, coming weeks, and if I need to add more content, I will. If I need to build more a variety of links, add some comments in there. Do some forum posts, whatever. We'll figure it out, and we'll see how the website moves as we move along. Alright? I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you soon.
Alright, I wanted to give a shortcut update here. So I'm on Google, and let's go to good old Seattle Real Estate Agents. And of course, our favorite site. By the way, notice that a few things here to notice. A few updates on SREA. We're getting authority listings now. So we're getting Are Realtors Worth the Money and Should I Use a Real Estate Agent? So that's great. It's good to know. Now, as I click in on this website, let's have a look and see what it looks like. All right, here it is. So if you haven't seen SREA in a while, Seattle Real Estate Agents in a while, then you'll notice a distinct change in it. And that's that we have it rented out to a client. Client is Chrissy. She's a really top-notch real estate agent, really passionate about what she does. I want to say something right now. This is really critical. Do not call her. It costs her money for you to call her number. She's very, very busy. We did have somebody call her. It's really obnoxious. Someone was kind of trying to call and find out what deal she had made with us and so forth. I understand it's good to be curious, but that's a way in which it's very negative to be curious and is harmful. If I find anybody in OMG who's calling her, I will kick you out and exclude you from all of our programs. So I'm saying this right now, just be very clear. She doesn't want to discuss what she's paying for the site. She doesn't want her competitors calling and trying to find out what she's paying for it or so forth. So just want to put the word out there. So let's go to the Wayback Machine and see what the site used to look like. And I'll take you through more of it in just a second. So Wayback Machine. And of course, whenever we can be, more inclusive and so forth, we try to be, but we also need to be respectful of our clients. So Seattle Real Estate Agents is it .net or .org? I don't even know. .org. Okay, take me back, Wayback Machine. All right, let's have a look here. So if we go back to, say, December, then this is what the site looked like. Okay, it was good old Comment Central. So this is not a good-looking site. This would not have converted. This would not have been a nice site for a client to buy. Then, now let me see. I did an intermediate page, and let me see if I can. Curious if. Yeah. So check this out. So this is when Chrissy first became our client, and I switched over to Socrates, and I really felt like it wasn't good enough. I just felt it's not that Socrates wasn't good enough, but at least the way I was doing it, I didn't feel comfortable with that. I didn't feel like it was enough. The phone wasn't ringing enough, and so I thought it through, and what I did was I, kind of went back through, and I did this in Thesis Grind. Now, if you want to know specifically, this is Thesis 2.0 Grind. If you want to know specifically how I did this, then we have that training available in OMG Machines Commission Conspiracy, and I go through in detail how I did this site and several other sites. But I still want to walk you through some changes that we've made, because we not only have the top ranking still here week after week, month after month, but we're doing some great stuff with this site. I really want you to notice, by the way, how engaging Chrissy is in these pictures. Here she's here with her husband John. It's a picture behind the Space Needle. By the way, one of the things is you really want good clients. I would, it's kind of a funny rule of pickup, of pickup and meeting new people and so forth. Girls picking up guys, guys picking up girls. The funny thing is that if you buy somebody else a drink, it actually makes them like you less, and it makes you like them more. So if Joe buys Sally a drink, it makes Joe like Sally more, and it makes Sally like Joe less. And it's because of sunk cost fallacy. I mean, that's not always the case, but it's because of a psychological thing called sunk cost fallacy. And what we want to do is, if we give, the point is that the more we invest in something as human beings, the more we care about it. So the more we pay for a car, the more we like that car. And if we get a car for free, then kind of by accident, we'll tend to care for it less and like it less. And so one of the things that we really try to do when we go for clients is really try to go for top-notch clients, people with really good energy, people who are gung-ho, who want to invest in things. Christy has really helped me build out the site. I've started building it out into a semi-silo, by the way. If I click into selling a home in the Seattle area, you'll notice these links up top. Well, what is this? It's a little bit of a silo. So we still have the home link right here, and then with the silo, now we've got what's the home selling process. That's in the selling the home silo. So if I click in on that, then we're going to have an article on how to sell my home. Got a video down here. I didn't want to make too many changes at once. This page still needs a picture, and I still want to build things out more. But I made so many changes to the site. I didn't want it to be so drastic. But anyways, then we've got links to the other, back to the top of the silo, which is selling your home in Seattle, and then back to the other two mini silo articles, getting a comparative, okay, getting a free comparable market analysis. And I just picked, really nice YouTube embeds I like a lot, just nice, warm videos, or just kind of happy, because I figure people coming to sites, they want kind of a site about real estate if they're buying or they're selling, no matter what, they're thinking about moving into a new home. So talking about how cool the Seattle area is and how beautiful it is and so forth, having a video about that, I think is just pretty neat. I think it fits pretty well. So, but I want to tell you, I didn't write these articles. She did. Either she either did them herself or she had them put together. But Chrissy did this, and she's really worked hard on this. She went out, got herself an 800 number, all this stuff. She's really been great. Also, when the site wasn't converting early on, she was cool about it. She understood when we didn't have the good look to it. So really, being offering a top-notch service and going for, and by the way, she liked the look and feel of the website. Like when I switched it over, she liked it. She thought it looked way better, but we just weren't satisfied with the results, and that's why we changed over to this. And so I think a lot of times it's worth it to go for a higher quality client. There's the many fish in the sea analogy when it comes to when it comes to dating. But the idea is that you'll find somebody who's better for you. That the person who's turning you down is almost doing you a favor because they wouldn't have been that good for you. So a lot of times a client that doesn't go for you, you can get frustrated, but really it can turn out to be an advantage or a blessing. So anyways, then we've got buying or selling a home. Hey, I'm Chrissy Taylor. Really focused in on getting her phone number out here. Really nice picture of her here again. Very engaging to the person looking at this site. I feel like it's very personal. I actually have a slightly older version of this where I had more stock photos up here of houses and stuff like that, and I didn't like that as much. I didn't feel like it was as engaging, so I went more with really engaging pictures where she's looking at the viewer and they can kind of see her. She's a pretty girl and pretty woman. She's very engaging to the camera. So then we've got buying a home or foreclosure, so you can click on that. Selling your home. So again, this links to the silos. And then testimonials. I always want to push those testimonials if we ever can. This is very nice here with the testimonials. She has 8 testimonials, by the way. That's another thing. Again, quality client. If they don't have testimonials, are they going to give you a testimonial if they don't have testimonials? Are they going to give you referrals if they don't have testimonials? Maybe they don't care about testimonials. Maybe they don't think it's important. I do. And they really went nuts on this stuff. They got me this nice picture of Jim, her husband, and then this nice picture of their family. And Jim really focused in and did the editing. I want to point these things out because going for a high quality client can really make the difference between just business being good and business being bad. So click through here for testimonials, give her a call here, and this is just informational right here, just letting people know, hey, they're a family, they care about your family. Also pointing out a little plug here for Jimmy's a home inspector. I want to go over the top with that, but ideally for their business, obviously, if she makes a transaction, of course, I assume it's going to be a lot better if they use Jim as a home inspector. So that's what the site looks like, and I got to tell you, I'm really proud of it. I feel like it's really come a huge direction. I feel very happy about these. Let me just back out to Google. Very pleased with that we're getting these authority listings now. That's super. That tends to imply that we're probably going to be reaching out for a few more keywords with the site. That's why we're siloing it out, giving it a little bit more robustness, giving it a little bit more power. And again, this update, one of the things it shows is that this whole OMG situation, whether it's OMG shortcut, or of course we've got the ongoing webinars and so forth with commission conspiracies, constantly updated, and of course with the NHB, we throw the book at it. It's constantly updated, constantly fresh and new. So it's easy for us because we are doing real businesses. These things really are going on. And this was funny. This is a site that really literally sold itself. So it also goes to show that the idea of just sticking a site out there and having it ranked, you will have people come to you with offers, and that's what happened with this site. So there was no big sales pitch. They just came to us. But why not? Look at all the people competing, all the different businesses competing, and all the people in the local listings who are just staring up admiringly. We're over top of Zillow.com, over top of Realtor.com, looking to make a few more upgrades to the site, and we're working on that, but really happy with the direction it's heading. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this update video, and I will see you next time.